Yo, what up? How we doing? What's the deal? What's up, Jesus? Danny? Driving to Mickey D's, huh? Okay. Is the coffee cheap there? I like 7-Eleven personally. Mad cheap. But each his own, right? What up, Ken? What up, Kamik? Ken the man. Did he duck him? Interesting question. I don't think so. Yes, I have seen Sam Noakes. He could fight. There's one loss, I think, but he could fight. Tough. Too fucking Brit. Too fucking Irishman. No, I don't know. I think he's English, right? But yeah, I've seen him. It's nice. It's nice with it. Excuse me. Up early with the kids. Rumor on the mill, or in the rumor mill. Lester Martinez versus Billy. So there's no set undercard yet? That fight's a month away. What up, Adrian? Super Bud. Super Bud, huh? I know who you got. 50-50 over here. We deal with 50-50s over here. We ride the fence like we're an electric bull. How would you rate UK boxing school? What's UK boxing school? Oh, sorry guys, I'm up early. What's UK boxing school? I don't even know what that is. So how could I rate it? What is that? What's a UK boxing school? Talk to me. I don't think Yayin came in yesterday. No Yayin. A lot of the regulars haven't been around. I'm gonna blame it on the summer. In the winter, you guys were fucking all here, doing raffles, everything. But the summer comes around, everybody pieces out. One loves. No good. The phone lines are open. So don't be shy. Waiting on some of the regs to come in. The regs. Regulars. UK boxing, how they train boxers seems standard practice. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Well, there used to be a British style, right? But now there's really not. Because you got guys like Ben Whitaker who break the mold. Hamza Shiraz, you know, Moses Atuama. He's British. He fights like a fucking slick, like an American. So What up, Adrian? A dub. A dub. A dub up in this hub. Showing love. Did you feel me? There she is. What's up, girl? JTO. What up, white boy? What up, white boy? What up, white boy? Bitch ass white boy? You bitch ass what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, whatever. Take a good look at me, JTO. This is your ghost of Christmas future. All that beautiful long hair you have is about to fucking peace out. Kozaki versus Canelo. Oh, that's a good one. Kozaki versus Canelo. Well, JTO, as you're aware, Canelo maxed out at 68. He did have 175 fight, two of them. Kozaki was a true 75 pounder. I think Kozaki would have been, excuse me, too much for him. Too tall, too much volume, too many angles. Kalia, 50, 50. How about this? Since you like putting people on the spot, who do you think is going to win? Spence and Ford fought 3 times. Who would get the better of the series? I thought you said Spence and Crawford. I'm like, are you drunk? I don't know. I can't even answer that. I don't know. Porter would adjust, but so would probably Errol, you know? A lot of volume. What's up, Mel? Yep. Kamik, you're right. He was more of a middleweight. Okay, well, I got 50-50, so I don't think it's going to be a draw, but it could be, right? We could get a boring ass, snooze fest. That's my biggest fear, that we get a better Biev and Bivol, Usyk Fury. Usyk Fury, the 9th round was fun, but the rest of it was just like, you know? The problem is not every super fight is going to be Hagler Hearns. Even Sugar Ray Hagler was arguably boring, because Sugar Ray kept running. That'd be crazy. I mean, it wouldn't be that out of pocket, right? No, being that Canelo's a bigger person, bigger on paper. I don't know who's on it. I don't know who's on it. Let's find out. Guys, call in, by the way. Call in. Let's get it popping. All right, let's see here. Let's try Chat GBT. I'm starting to really like this AI shit. What fights are on the Canelo versus Crawford undercard? All right, let's see. I don't know, not one of them. Here's what's currently confirmed or strongly rumored, so nothing's confirmed. Confirmed or likely bouts. Full card has not been officially announced yet. Anderson, Big Baby Miller. Strongly rumored. And Billy. Mason versus Noakes. Bachram versus Josh Kelly. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with right here. I'll zoom it in for you guys. This. All rumored. So there's nothing even official. With a month to go. This is fun. This I could care less about. This will be fun, but it's not like a barn burner. This I really don't care about either. What do we think about those? I mean, who gives a fuck? I'm actually surprised that they're not better fights in the undercard. No, just me. Is right. Well, yeah, but it's a month away. Like these shit should have been been announced. Like what the fuck? Weird. Why is it so hard to get on like one of the most anticipated fights in recent time? Why is it so hard to get undercard fights? Like I don't get it. Right? Shit, why'd you have Rolly defend his belt? Have Rolly against one of the big welterweights. They don't want to share what? What's up, guys? Call in. Stop being pussies. Pussies. Stop being vajujus. Call in. No, they're not big names either way. He said he wanted up and comers. Why? I don't think anybody's ever been on the Rolly bandwagon, my friend. I don't think anybody.
Hey, Marco, this is the same guy that you got to do Wednesdays with Fine. Is the one that did Saturdays at 3 for a while, and then he was the one that like went behind our back and would.
Okay. Who's ever been on the Rolly band? Like, I don't think anybody's ever been like, I'm on the Rolly bandwagon. Hi, I have jumped on the Rolly. Like, who's ever done that? Who's ever done that? There we go. Finally, some with some balls.
Yo,
With some brass Indiana tacks.
you hear me?
I mean, you'd be mumbling, but we hear you. Crawford retirement took up all the money for the undercard. Sorry. Mel, you are such a hater. Yeah, you see these undercard fights, Yayin? There's not even official undercards yet. Is that normal?
No, that's definitely not normal. I've never seen that.
A month? I mean,
That's what
we're
I'm
almost
saying.
out.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Weird, right?
Yeah,
I wonder why. Maybe he feels like the main event just because the main event could easily carry the whole card, but that's just not the way Turkey does shit.
Oh, I don't know if you
What?
remember he was saying like it's gonna be like. Can you hear me?
You're kind of cutting in and out.
Oh man.
He was saying what?
I'm gonna put it in the chat. No, he was saying like it's gonna be a 3-day card. It's gonna be like 20-something fights and stuff like that.
3-day?
Yeah, that's what he said. Like he said that.
Oh, he might have said it, but there's not even one fight confirmed. How are you gonna have 3 days when there's only Canelo Crawford's confirmed? It's weird. See, this is why I wish I worked for him too. I could just give you guys the inside scoop. Be like, don't worry, guys, he's cooking up something scrumptious. But I have no idea. No idea. Not yet. Shit. Crazy. Right, JTO? JTO. There's a lot of fucking hair, man. I'm jealous. Damn, Marco, you haven't been following it? He said as soon as he announced. Yeah, I kind of remember that now, but that doesn't matter because what we're talking about is what's confirmed. And it is very, very out of the ordinary to have 0 fights confirmed a month out. That's weird. For a few reasons. All right, big dog. Do you. It's weird for a few reasons, right? One, fighters need time to prepare, right? Unless he's on some like secret shit, like they know he just didn't announce it yet. But fighters need camps. Those of you guys who don't know, camps are should be at least 8 weeks, right? They should be 2 to 3 months a camp minimum. So we're already past that now. We're already at 1 month. So that's not enough time to prepare. I mean, I've heard dudes with 4-week camps, but it's not common practice. So that's why it's weird. 2, promotion. You want to sell tickets. The longer you have this shit out and available, the more tickets you'll sell. I mean, those are the reasons why it's fucking weird and not normal. You sure? Okay. You might be sure, but shit. Ain't happening. Ain't happening yet. The tickets are sold. Nah, the tickets should be on. Matter of fact, I wonder. Let's see. Let's see if you could buy tickets or where you could buy tickets. I'm sure you can. Tickets for Canelo versus Crawford. They're on sale already. There we go. StubHub, SeatGeek. What's the main one? Probably Ticketmaster. Yeah. There it is. Canelo Crawford, Ticketmaster. Let's see how many tickets are left. A lot. Why is this taking so long to fucking... There we go. Oh, actually, not a lot. A lot of these are sold out. Look at this. Wow. This is pretty good so far. So let's see. Let's say I'm Mo, right? I want to get one of these seats right here. What are we talking? How much are we talking? $10,000? Wait, what? This shit is $10,000. Whoa. All right, let's go here. These aren't that good. How much is this? This is $9,000. This seat, people, let me just explain something. Let's back out here. Okay, I mean, that's the first one off the floor is still $9,000. Holy shit. Let's see. What is a nosebleed? Let's do one of these. What's this? That's not showing me now. Or maybe it is. I gotta. Wow. Okay, let's hit more info. Yep, so it doesn't show any undercard fights, nothing. But we just found out that $10,000 announcing an undercard isn't? Are you crazy? I got a $5,000 ticket and I can send slips. I believe you. Send the slips. Fuck it. Since you want to send slips. Of course it'll help sell $10,000 seats. What you talking about? That's silly. That's like saying having the main course at a restaurant, knowing what the appetizers and dessert and the drinks won't make you want to spend more on your entire dining experience. That's ridiculous. Of course it'll help. I'm not saying that Canelo and Crawford aren't the main attraction, because they are. But of course it'll help. Goofball. What's up, Jackie? David Garcia is a goofball. Psst, who can afford that? What's up, Bruce? I'll tell you one thing. Even if I was a multi-millionaire, okay, maybe I would buy it. But that's only because I love boxing. But that's one of the few things I would spend money on. What's up, Samat? Damn. We eating fried chicken? Yo, you mad racist, Mel. You must be a Mexican. That's a Mexican flag, right? If I said that shit, I'd be canceled. If I said that shit, you'd see all the viewers just slowly boop, 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 just pop off this fucking channel. But I guess Mexicans can say that shit? I don't know. I don't know the rules. I know I ain't saying it. It's not all or nothing, David. It is not all or nothing. Ryan, can you tell this dude? It is not all or nothing. It is absolutely, the undercard has definitely something to do with it. You're right. The majority of it is Crawford Canelo, yes. But undercards will definitely help. Nah, Mo, you just got in here. We're all shocked that there is 0 undercards announced. 0. There's not one undercard fight confirmed. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, look at the cards that had Ryan, Rolly, and it helps build, sell the card.
Yeah, of course it helps sell the card. And it's more weird that we have no undercard fights confirmed. It's strange. And $10,000 for a fucking, not even on the floor? That wasn't even a floor seat. That was like, wow. Ice shit. I love fried chicken. Mexican and Pakistanis are the most racist. I forget where you're from, JTO. From the looks of you, like Ohio or something. But, nah, man. I mean, everybody could be racist, really. I met all kinds. You're right. I met Pakistanis who were like refused for their like daughters to go with anybody that's white or black or anything. You don't even watch most of the undercard names, and you in boxing. That's why the casuals. I don't watch any of them. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that you knew what I did. That's interesting. Cool. I'm glad you're in my house. It's not true, but. Oh, I know it'll sell. I just can't believe how expensive it is. I mean, if you look at, I just put up the seating, and the seating is a lot of it's already sold. So I think it probably will sell out. But wow, that's so pricey. That's insane. Crazy. You believe this shit, Bob? $10,000 a ticket. You gonna do it?
Yeah, no way. I don't care how much money I have. $10,000 for one ticket for one event?
It's
Nah,
relative,
no
though,
way.
Bob, it's relative. So let's say you were making $10 million a year. It all becomes you know what I mean? It all becomes a lot less grandiose. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you love boxing. You're telling me if you were making $10 million a year, you wouldn't go buy a seat. You would.
But I mean, you could have, and I know it's better there, but you could have a party at your house. For $10,000, you could cater a party and have 100 people, your
No, I'm
family
with you.
members.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, we love this sport like this. Like, everybody spends on something, right? Wealthy people all overspend on something. I believe I would buy a ticket if I was super rich. But, like, I'm the kind of guy, like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't buy let's say I was making $10 million a year. I would never buy a Rolls Royce. I would never buy a Lambo. Like, that's not something I would spend money on. But a boxing ticket, maybe I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but for a regular person, like what we're doing, come on, $10,000. My
This isn't.
son wants a different car. I could get him. He's driving the car. He wants a different car. I'm not getting it. But for $10,000, I could get him a decent car.
No, I'm
It's
saying I'm
crazy.
with you. I'm with you. I just you know,
And the other guy, the undercard does help sell the fight. So of course you want to know who's on the undercard.
what? You hear this guy? David, are you drunk? David is sipping on that California hooch. Isn't it, they call it hooch, right? What do you mean I don't watch? Why would they put a no name on a card like this, you goofball? Yeah, I don't watch no names, but they're not going to put no names on a card like this. It's not all or nothing. You build an undercard with semi names or, what? Why would they build an undercard with all no names? That's the goofiest thing I've ever heard. Just you have to have an undercard secured.
They were right. That dude Lester Martinez came over with a fake injury to get out the pro box match. So I'm assuming he's on this card.
41K, huh? All right. I'm at 41K here. I'm at 130K on Instagram. 40 here, though. Not bad. I want to get that million. Once you got a million subscribers, you can make a living off this shit. Lester Martinez is fighting, but I'm very far from that. On the undercard. No,
But
Michael, nobody's confirmed yet for the undercard. That's what we're talking about. And there's not one person confirmed. Not one.
Turkey
but
may be going about this the wrong way too, right? So when you have a super fighter this caliber, what do you generally see? At least a month or two before the fight. With Sugar Ray and Duran, you had 7 Up commercials. With you know, you, and this lets me know he's not from in the state. Uh, Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao. You got major commercials. You got major sponsors. You got major backing. Uh, you haven't
You know
talked
what,
to
though?
Burger King. What's
You're
wrong with
right.
you? There should be
You're
a
right.
Crawford burger. There
You're
should
right.
be a Canelo
But
cinnamon twist. All of that.
the difference is
They dropping the ball.
nobody, not one promoter in history has ever had $31.5 billion to work with per year. Per year. I'm not saying
That's true.
overall. So he didn't give a fuck. But
Yeah,
I just think this is more about not even the fans, but the fighters themselves. Like, unless it's on some hush hush shit, you need to know. Camps, like I said, are a minimum of 8 weeks.
yes.
We're 5 weeks out of this shit, right? 5 weeks, give or take, 5 weeks away.
We a month and a week, literally. And
So what are we doing here?
where's your advertising? Yeah, where's your moxie? You could go right now. I had Chase Bank about to give me 100K for a fight that we were doing here in Colorado, just off the
Uh-huh.
sponsorship. I said all of the fighters' trunks will have Chase on them. You'll have Chase in the middle of the ring, blah 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 blah. This, that, the other. And I ended up connecting them with Dana from the UFC at the time. Right after we had did uh Mark Kerr pulled out of our fight with Wes Sims out here at the Denver Coliseum. So
Mm.
we shot him over to them. We did the IFC. That's right, Global Domination. We had Chuck Liddell, all our boys down here, and they end up spending 100K with them. But we still got some other money from other sponsors, me and Bob Azar, and this is how you do it. And their sponsorship is all over the cage. It's all over the ring. This is Turkey, you're dropping the ball here. If you don't know how to do this, you probably need to contact even just a local promoter so you can see how this is done. Because Vegas is big time. And they're definitely going to spend money on a fight. That's what Vegas is built on. Sometimes Floyd Mayweather would fight and it would save Vegas's economy. So you have to understand the nature of what you're dealing with. And I don't think he does.
I don't know. I mean, I think he does. I just maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm very confused. Go ahead.
I think that what do you say he don't care about advertising because I don't think that's true because he made that commercial with Better Beef and Beaver. He you know what I'm saying? So I think this could be done. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening, but it is very abnormal to not have an undercard set up this soon. You're
which
drunk.
tells
Okay.
me that he's not digging into he's not digging into his bag concerning who he could get
Mo,
on the card and how to get them. Sponsorship is the first thing.
I just searched and there's no Steven Nelson confirmed or even rumored based on what AI says. I know AI is not perfect, but that's not even, you would think because he's Bud's man, but yeah, man, 10K for not even floor seats. Like, what are the floor seats going for? I don't think there was any left. I should look. They must be going for like 20, 30K.
I know that front row is probably close to 100,000, if not $1 million. Just because they think they got the fight of the century, which they do damn near. But come on now. Any big magnitude fight generally has championship caliber undercards, meaning that you're going to see a middleweight defense. You're going to see maybe a lightweight or even an atomweight defense where you're going to put some superstars on there, which makes me wonder if the other promotions are reluctant to work with him on this card without securing big money.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to, let's see. I'm going back here. I want to see. Yeah, the cheapest seats they have left on Ticketmaster are the 10K ones. I mean, the most expensive ones. They don't have any ringside seats left.
So those are gone. That probably went in
gone.
$1 million to $100K.
They look like they sold most of these shits out. This looks about maybe 1/3 is remaining, roughly 1/3. So that's good. A month out. So we're not questioning the sellout because it'll probably sell out. I'm questioning the undercard. Crawford.
Yeah, who's fighting?
Huh?
Yeah, who's fighting exactly? And that's why I speak on that sponsorship, because that sponsorship money secures those smaller fights. Those smaller fights real quick. He obviously is not reaching over to PBC. I would like to see Andre and what's his name, Jennebeck. It's a bunch of fights.
Mo just sent us Nelson's post. It seems as if he's saying something. Well, he's being cryptic about it, but it seems as if he's right that he's going to say he's going to be on the fight. But again, that goes back to what we're talking about. Why the fuck is this not announced already? Like, when did Steven Nelson put that post out? Let me see. When was that? That was, I'm trying to look at the date here. Where's the date? August 3rd, 2 days ago. So why is he only himself about a week away announcing the fight? Like, I don't get it. Isn't that a little strange, or is it just me? I don't get it. Yeah, and it says your device is not connected. You're on that ghetto Indiana shit. That's strange. Strange.
Marco, I can confirm to you, I have floor seats and I paid nowhere near $10,000, bro. Like, I don't know.
Where'd you get the floor seats?
On the floor. So they're not $10,000. They're pretty decent.
What website? Where'd you buy them?
Oh, I got them straight off the Ticketmaster. I got it straight off of Crawford's link.
When?
The day they dropped.
Okay. What did you see me when I clicked? Was it around the area where I was clicking where it said 10,000?
I did not see, no. But something you have to understand, Marco, is that especially I think with this fight, and a lot of these fights, because I know it was the same with the Jake Paul fight. A lot of them, they sell the tickets with like hospitality packages and shit, so they come with other perks and stuff. So like, for instance, when I went to the Jake Paul one, remember I talked to you about it. Apparently, I didn't know. I just bought the ticket because I was at good seat, floor seat. It came with like all these perks. It was supposed to get like I told you, access for the VIP access for the workout and like all the other shit. And plus at the fight, they have like special lounges where they have like free food and open bar and all this other, other shit and like perks and first chance at merch and all that other shit. And I noticed with this fight in particular, I saw a bunch of ads of them specifically selling hospitality packages. So all that kind
Okay.
of shit, like,
But this was just
people
a
bringing you
Ticketmaster-
drinks.
This was just a Ticketmaster ticket that I just clicked on. So, wow. So you got a floor seat, and you're saying nowhere near 10,000.
Correct.
In the thousands, I would assume.
Yeah, but nowhere near 10,000.
Nowhere near.
Jesus.
So let's say maybe 1,500. Let's say.
Yeah, around
but-
about there.
Okay, so why the fuck would this be 10,000 now? Because it's closer to the fight, or what?
I'm telling you, it probably includes a bunch of other perks and shit like that they don't list on Ticketmaster. So like for instance, when I got my ticket, I didn't know any of that shit until like the week of, because MVP emailed me about it, or you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So a lot of times they're not really good with that shit because they want people to not know the perks and shit that they're buying, because like you said, if the whole thing is sold out and the $10,000 ticket is the only thing that's left, you're just happy to go. You're just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're
Yeah.
not gonna look into that shit. You're just gonna pay it and whatever. Especially if you're paying $10,000, you're probably rich fuck anyways.
True.
But-
All right. So I'm going into StubHub right now, as you guys can see. And
Yes. So these are resale tickets, though. Remember?
exactly. So these are usually more expensive. But okay. So there's some at $22,000, but then here there's. So here is this around here? This one's about 1,100. This is like 1,600, but this is not floor seats. These are floor seats here, correct?
I believe those bottom ones are floor seats, but
10,
I'm not
20,
100% sure.
10, 8, 10, 22,000. All of these, and these are resale, mind you. These should be more expensive. But look, this one's 990, but it's not floor. Like, I believe just the surrounding area is the floor, or is all of this floor?
I think all of that is floor because you have to remember, Marco, that it's a football stadium. It's not like a regular arena. So
Okay.
all of that you see with the white, that's all the pitch.
Is
That's
your
all.
seat close enough where you could see the ring clearly? You're going to need a little help, like binoculars.
From what I saw, yeah, it's close enough.
Okay. So this isn't bad. Look, you go back here. This is 800. I mean, that's still a lot of money. I mean, the cheapest one we're seeing here is 300. That's all the way. So your back is touching the wall. Like, okay. This one's, it's so weird. Why is this 1,800?
They're just arbitrary, man. They're just what people. I'm guessing with that one, it's right in the center, and it's clear view. So that's why they're selling it for that much.
I'd love to see this 22,000 one. Oh, so here it shows you what the view looks like. Okay.
Yeah, I think my seats are like close to or in that 86 section. I think that's where my seats are.
80
or B6, excuse me.
B6. Where the fuck is B6?
Next to A6, right next to you.
So
Right
yours
next
are probably.
Yeah, so
one of
around
these
there.
views when you bought it? Did it give you this?
Yeah, something like that. And that's generally where I got
Okay.
seats for the Crawford Mudgermel fight, and they
Okay.
were pretty good.
And these are now almost double what you paid because they're resale.
Yeah, as you would
Okay.
expect.
Okay. This. So to me, let's see.
So that inner circle is probably where like you're gonna see celebrities, you're gonna see Oscar De La Hoya, Teddy Atlas, people like that, like people that are invited. That's where you're gonna see those people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right, let's see the worst seat in the house.
Whoa, Teddy Atlas is a celebrity.
And
So-
he is to the ring.
Look at these. These are the worst seats possible. Like you look like you're looking down from the Empire State Building here. Okay. I liked how they do this though. How they show you what you're looking at. Okay, well, here's a $1,000 ticket. Wow.
If I recall correctly, the worst seats in the place from when I was shopping for them the day they dropped, or the day before they dropped on the pre-sale, I think like the worst seats, up in the nosebleeds were around 150, 250 in that ballpark. So
Well, that's about right because here, this is 325, not that far off of 250. This is the worst seat. Okay. All right. Well, I guess so. You got something like one of No, you're closer. B6. Actually, do you remember what yours is exactly? We could see what this is B6 here. I mean, yeah, these aren't bad. This is good, but it's 10 grand right here.
Well, that's a bad seat actually because they're gonna get blocked by the light post that's holding up the light rig.
Well, this right here, this and this are the most expensive seats. These two.
Yeah, so if you get seats there, you're gonna be sitting next to like, you're gonna be sitting next to Shakur and shit like that. You know what I mean? Keyshawn
Right.
Davis and shit.
Right.
Big names, guys like that. Those are the guys that I always see sitting in those sections. Nobody who's in that section who's important is paying for that seat. You know what I'm saying?
But the question again is, everybody here, why the fuck is there no undercard official?
I got a question for you, Marco.
Isn't that
Why
weird? Go ahead.
why wouldn't the guys? Well, how much is Turkey paying these guys that nobody would be like, yo, I'm on the Crawford card, that nobody announced it? He must be paying them a lot of money to be quiet because
Even Steven Nelson, Mo just put the link. Mo announced it, but didn't. Like, coming soon. Like, why not? Yeah, there's something. Maybe it's all part of his Dr. Claw evil genius plan, Turkeys. There must be some reason why they're just say you're on the fucking fight. Maybe they're waiting for an opponent.
Well, Marco, remember that sparring event that you went to? That was the purpose of that sparring event. That's what the ring put out. They were using that as tryouts for people, quote unquote, to see who they want to put on the undercard.
They did make it seem like it's only one fight, though. They didn't say that, but it seemed like we're going to grab one of you and not a whole bunch of them.
Sean Porter said the guy he working with won a spot on the Turkey card. Marquise Taylor, he went to that sparring thing and knocked somebody out. And Sean Porter was like, he won a spot. But I know they haven't announced it, but he had said that after the sparring match. He was like, my guy's on the card.
Because everyone is for sure watching the Crawford Canelo fight, and maybe it's very strange. Like, as I was saying before, guys, just on preparation standpoint alone, camps are at least 8 weeks. There's not 8 weeks left. Like, and what I don't fucking get it, because Turkey seems to have his shit. This is not how he moves. Can we agree? By now, he not only does he have the main event, he has 4 or 5 fights on the undercard that are all main events themselves in a different time, if they had to be. Noon Bob is different than Midnight Bob. Yeah. I don't. Jersey is a tough place. It's money laundering. The event's not real. Okay, Clarice. Because everyone is for sure watching the Crawford Canelo fight. Maybe, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go if I'm trying to hit up Shaq. Maybe I go with him. But other than that, like, unless I can go in with Shaq, I don't think I would fly out there. I don't think it'd be worth it for me. Because, like, if I could go with Shaq and then I could meet then it's worth it. I'll fly out, whatever. That's worth an investment in my career, right? But just to go out there right now, nah. And I hate Vegas. This is in Vegas, right? Just Texas or Vegas? What's Allegiant Stadium? God, I'm fucking glitching right now.
Yeah, that's Vegas.
Vegas, yeah, I hate Vegas.
The new city.
Despise Vegas. Like, whack. And it's a long flight for me. It's like 6 hours. Yeah, but Turkey always puts mega cards with some names. It's different this time only. It's weird. That's what I'm saying. I don't really understand it. And I don't think he's stupid. Like, there has to be, like I said, there has to be some evil genius.
Is this on Netflix? Maybe it's not. Is this not Turkey's money? Is this Netflix money? Is that why?
I don't know. It's on Netflix, but
I guess who's paying for it? I wonder how much is Netflix putting up and how much is Turkey putting up.
yeah, I don't know. Pull up on Nestor Gibbs. Pull up. I can pull it up on. Who we just lose? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Either.
Ness lives in Las Vegas. This ain't. Maybe go stay at his house.
I ain't staying in his house. He'll probably try and stay. He's probably the kind of guy that'll stare at me while I sleep. Just stand above me and stare at me. Weirdo. Nah, I'm just playing. Just playing. Maybe it's the entire concert before the main. Oh, they might be doing that too. You guys
Well,
remember they were doing concerts in the other ones, and this was in Riyadh though.
Yeah, like at the Madrimov Crawford one. I mean, it was. I got the feeling from the crowd that we just wanted to get on with it because that card had gone on. Jesus, dude! I got there like at 2:00, and the whole really event, everything ended around midnight. I was like, damn. I mean, I loved it because I'm a hardcore. You know what I'm saying? But the average boxing fan
Where was
probably
that?
wasn't feeling it. That was at
It was at
BMO
BMO.
Stadium in
Right there on Fig and,
Los Angeles soccer
yeah, right
stadium.
there on Fig and Jefferson. Right there by the next to the Coliseum, bro.
If you haven't flown out to Riyadh, have you, Mo?
I have not yet, anyways.
Would you?
I would honestly, but it's just a matter of timing because I don't know. I think I told you before, Riyadh season specifically. It's kind of like, okay, so between the month, as I understand it, between the months of October and March, I think they basically make it like they turn the city into like almost like an amusement park where there's like big zoos and festivals and F1 and boxing events and all that kind of stuff. And outside of those months, it's kind of just like a dead ass city, which is why they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? So if it was like a big, like that card in November, that seems enticing. Something like that. If it was something crazy like Canelo Benavidez, I would think about it. Yeah.
Well, that's not happening.
They're doing the same thing that the guy did in Zaire.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because remember,
the public's mind off of the atrocities, they're pumping money in the sport because they know sport brings people together.
and not just the sport, because remember that Zaire, the Ali Foreman thing, they were supposed to fight the day after they had a big music festival with like James Brown, like all these big famous people. But supposedly Foreman, he got hurt or something, like he strained his back or something, and they had to kick the fight back. There you go.
Yeah,
they had to kick the fight back a couple weeks.
Yeah, he got cut in training. He got a cut over his eye. He had to wait till he healed up.
Undercard's going to be a concert. I mean,
it's not going to be a concert, bro. Okay, my read of it is this, Marco. My read of it is this: Turkey is pissed the fuck off because he doesn't like guys like Boots and Devin, all these other dudes trying to take him for a ride. These big names. So now he's trying to make these guys earn the shit like gladiator style. And so I don't think we're going to see a lot of big superstar names or anything, but I think we're going to see some really good fucking fights.
You mean the undercard of Crawford, Canelo? Yeah, it's going to be some decent fighters on there.
Do you think he's just going to stop what he's been doing thus far, which is making huge fights?
No, that's his whole point. That's what my man is saying. What Turkey is saying is, I'm not going to pay you to fight this guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna the guy. Who's the guy that they say Devin Duck? The guy that was mandatory. The guy
Sandor
that fought
Martin.
Sandor Martin. I'm not gonna pay you to fight Sandor Martin, but I will pay you to fight Teofimo Lopez.
Or Brian
I will
Norman.
pay you to fight Boots Ennis.
Or Brian Norman.
I'm not gonna pay you to fight Everest Lara. I'm not paying you for that.
Why?
Because number one, nobody knows who Lara is. Number one, Lara's like 42 years old. I'm not paying you for that. But I will pay you to fight somebody that everybody knows is dangerous that could possibly beat you. You're going to have to take a risk if you want to get paid.
Yeah, he told Boots to go fuck himself, pretty much.
That's why he told Boots, I'm not going to pay you to fight no tune-up. I'll pay you to fight Virgil Ortiz. Or I'll pay you to fight the guy that beat up on Zoo.
I'm surprised Boots
versus Aliyah. I'll pay you to fight those guys. I'm not paying you to fight these other dudes.
I'm really surprised Boots wanted tune-ups.
I'm not surprised in the least, Marco.
No?
Why? Why are you surprised, Marco? Now I want to hear this. Why are you surprised he wanted to tune-up?
He has 30-some fights already. Like, he's experienced. He's been a champion. Like, he's not at that.
In them 30-some fights, who has he fought?
That doesn't matter. He hasn't taken any time. Tune-ups are generally when you've taken time off, generally. Or if you lost. He hasn't done either. So what do you need to tune up for?
Make money, Marco. That's all it is. You're
that's
supposed to
not
make money.
to me. The word tune-up does not.
Because
That's
Boots
not the right
Ennis.
word. Then it's not
Here's
a
the
tune-up.
problem. But here's the problem with what you're saying. The
You got to
problem
be
is
out of tune,
Boots Ennis
right,
is not.
to be tuned up.
The
When has
Boots
he gotten
Ennis
out
is
of
not as
tune?
confident in his skills. Boots Ennis is not as confident in his skills as you are. That's the problem.
Maybe, but again, you have to have gotten knocked out of tune to need to be tuned up. He has not been knocked out. Yeah, unless he thinks of those couple fights in Philly as him being knocked out of tune, where he didn't look that good.
He
Maybe that's
doesn't
what he
think
looks at that
he
as. I
can
don't
beat
know.
the guys that they want him to fight. Because if he thought he could beat him, he'd fight him. He doesn't think he can beat him.
I mean, I don't think he's. I think he's confident. Most fighters are very confident. I don't think he's scared to fight people.
I don't think he's afraid. I'm not saying he's afraid. I'm just saying he doesn't think that it's like beating up on the guy he beat up
But
from Argentina. What's that
Jackie
guy's
is
name?
right, though. Hold on, Jackie is right. He is going to a different division, so maybe he's looking at that. Like, let me just get acclimated to this division with a tune-up. That's possible. That I'd actually be okay
Yeah, that's
with.
possible.
That I
Yeah, that's
understand.
possible.
But still, like we're talking 7 pounds, 47 to 54.
Well, it means a lot to him, obviously.
Mm. And I don't know. These guys stop talking over people. Let them finish. Yeah. Didn't Boots duck Bud? I don't think so. It's supposed to be the other way around, but who the fuck knows? Boots should at least fight Tim coming off a loss. Agreed. Ennis of Philadelphia diva. Uh-oh. I don't think Clea's in here. You can't upset her. Yeah, maybe he's just testing the waters. Maybe. What's up, Moolah? Moolah. They used to be money back in the day. Which is why you got money in your icon. That makes sense. Y'all soft as hell for Boots. No mercy from me. Boots is a punk?
Damn.
Yeah, this guy's wilding out. Who's your favorite fighter, modern? Let me guess. Bud? Boots' dad turned down Bud fight. Is that a fact?
That's what he said. That's what his dad said.
What's up, Dion?
He said they were loyal to Showtime.
Boots asked. Boots was, I believe you're trying to say, asked why he didn't take the fight with Crawford, and he said he's exclusive with Showtime. He ducked. Okay. 47-54 isn't a huge jump. That's what I'm saying, for real. And if he was small 47, I wouldn't object, but he is a big 47. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very big 47. Very big 47. Word. No coffee talk? Here's coffee, and we're talking. I feel like shit today. I feel like mad stuffy. I think it's out. I guess since I moved to this shitbag suburb, I've been getting allergies, which I don't even annoying. The Tiger Crawford coming just I knew it. I knew you were. Whenever somebody shits full so much on one fighter, it's always because their favorite fighter is that person's like arch nemesis. I mean, you should be more balanced here, man. You don't have to hate a fighter just because he's competition to your favorite fighter. We should make this more about loving the sport, not the fighters. Do I feel bad for Bachman? Yeah. Not bad for them, bad for us, because those guys are exciting knockout artists who come forward. So, yeah, we're missing out. I need to make a cup for real. I ain't on one today. I ain't on one today, maybe you're saying? Boots beats them guys. I think he beats all of them, too.
He should do it then, Marco. I would love to see that.
Stop talking.
I love boxing. Yeah, I love boxing, man. I want to see him do it too. I want him to beat Superman, Megatron. I want him to beat all of them.
You don't think he could do it?
Well, I think he very well possibly could. In fact, I think that's the only way we're going to see the best out of him. He just doesn't want to do it, or his dad won't let him do it. One or the other.
Yeah. There's trees in the suburbs, so that's what it is? There's trees in fucking Brooklyn. Stuff. There you go. Maybe it's some, I don't know. When did most start going to most events? Mo, that's for you.
I'm trying to think. Well, my first boxing match I ever went to was Bud versus Spence. So ever since then, I've been going to a lot of fights.
Okay. Yeah, they're small red beans. That's right. Of course, and then they get cooked, baked, dried out. Which is what I was saying, how espresso and coffee are the same shit. They're all from the same bean. They're just espresso bean is just roasted longer and slightly burnt, which gives it that different taste and smell. What's the topic, Marcel? We're trying to figure out why there is no undercard fights confirmed yet for a main event that's a month away, Crawford Canelo. None of the undercard fights are actually confirmed and posted. Also, guys, as you know, we are raffling off these Grant gloves, brand new 8-ounce Pro Fight gloves. These, you know what? I haven't taken them down in a while. These are, matter of fact, I'll even take it out. These are brand new, have not been used or worn. They smell old, not bad, just old. You could see there that they're new. They're not used at all. But you see how old like the leather is? 8-ounce, you could see it. You can see it's the old school Grant writing. These were released in 1998. Right about, you can see the tag there is totally new. Right about when Grant was founded. These might be one of the first ever models released. And as you guys know, Grant gloves now are not sold at stores. You cannot find them anywhere. They're very expensive. In the thousands. These could anywhere from 1 to 5 G's, maybe closer to 3 or 3 to 5 because they're so old. I'm raffling them off. You want to enter the raffle, you send $10 to this PayPal or to this Cash App, Marco Boxing or Marco KO at Gmail, with your name and state Grant gloves. Then the coffee beans get peed on by the low drunk workers. That's gross. Yeah, Clarissa's wilding out. What's the someone at the farm told me? Okay. Yeah, Clarissa's bugging out. Marco, who are your top 5 current Japanese boxers? Stop trolling, you dipshit. Nakatani and fucking Inoue. That's it. Now get out of here. Japanese boxers.
And Sasaki and Kensho Taraji and Guts Yashimutsu, which is the guy Roberto Duran fought 50 years ago.
Wow.
Those are the only Japanese fighters I know.
Pretty good. Who's the greatest Japanese fighter of all time? See, it's Inoue, and you guys know my rule. You don't bring up current fighters, but in a pool so shallow, you kind of have to.
Yeah, it's like saying who's the greatest Scottish fighter of all time.
Uh-oh, don't say that again, or fucking that guy Mick Doonan will come back in here.
Yeah, he got me thinking about it. I'm like, Ken Buchanan? Or was Barry McGuigan Irish, or was he Scottish? I don't remember.
I don't know. What's up, JT?
What's going on, Marco? How's everything?
Good, man. Just trying to figure out why there's no motherfucking undercard here.
Are we still on the undercard? Yeah, dude. A month out is crazy. They must have the guys in camp and just not telling nobody.
I mean, Steven Nelson obviously alluded to the fact that he's on it, but like, why not just? I don't really understand, but
Why not come out with it? Yeah, I mean, Turkey got a lot of money, man. He could be paying hush money, but then you see guys like Ellie Sekbak going into people's gyms and camps. So I'm surprised we haven't heard anything if that's the case.
yeah, no. At least, I mean, Turkey has a lot of money. We recently found out that he gets allotted roughly $31 billion a year. 31 billion, not million, billion a year. Not
Yeah,
like a year.
I've never heard nothing like that.
That's insane. Well, that's oil money for all the sporting events, though, not just boxing. But that's still.
He can end world hunger, and he just wants to watch two guys beat the dog shit out of each other. Isn't that fun? Crazy, bro.
That's a good point. Yeah. So that's.
I've never done StreamYard before, yo. So if I'm like fumbling around with stuff and looking stupid, that's why.
That's all good. You're there. So it's pretty simple to use.
Cool.
Let's see what we got here. Kid Rock. They called you Kid Rock.
I'm sure I'm gonna get even worse than that. Just let me stick around.
Yeah, well, you
I
guys.
get Axl Rose, all that shit, man.
At least you got your hair. So God bless.
For now, amen to that. People keep trying to take it, but
For now, yeah. That's Aiden all grown up. You guys are goofy. $100 million is pocket change. I know, right? What's 100 million? CJ, you're a math guy. What's 100 million? What ratio is that to 31 billion? I mean, what is that like?
yikes.
$10 toss, maybe?
That's crazy when you think about how this man is operating, moving, right? And you'll only ever see him wearing that white robe, so you know he's not spending it on clothes and stuff.
Like I went to the the sparring event in Brooklyn, and everything was free. Everything was there was food, there was drink, they had branding, like because he rented out a little like hall or whatever it was. It was like not even, I don't even, it was like a warehouse. I don't know what made him pick that. And everything was like not one detail was spared. You know what I mean? And it was all free.
Yeah.
You could tell there was a lot of money behind it.
So did the Ring like open up their own? Is that what you're talking about? Didn't they open up their own gym or something? It's like all black. I was seeing stuff like that on Instagram. It was like the Ring boxing gym, and they were having like fighters come in and spar each other or something.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, it was a sparring event in Brooklyn where he rented out like a warehouse and he put a ring in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then was giving out merchandise for free. The line for the merchandise was like around the block, just giving out free merchandise too. Yeah, I didn't wait on that line because I don't really want the free merchandise. But
What do you think about him trying to change the Ali Act, Marco?
well, I've been saying this a lot.
Did you hear about that?
Of course. So people are looking at that and saying, well, Dana White's a dirtbag. He takes advantage of people. Dana White's involved. This is just more douchebaggery. But I don't agree with that. When the Muhammad Ali Act was implemented because boxing never had a league. Boxing is a free-for-all. So the Muhammad Ali Act is basically implemented to make promoters not take advantage of boxers. But if there had been a league where there's a union, there's all that wouldn't even be like, what I'm saying? None of these other sports need any kind of acts like that because they have unions. So they're doing this because as it stands now, they legally can't form a league because then the promoter would also be the manager. So they're just trying to remove that so they could form a league.
That's the beauty of boxing, though, the fact that it's got no league.
I mean, I don't like it. I think it's also the reason why Tank could take a knee
It has its pros and cons like everything else in this world, but
I think it does more harm than good. And I think the league but the league could also be, don't get me wrong, if they're these evil, Iron Curtain communists, and that's how they're trying to rule it.
So Marco.
Yes. You there? You say something?
Yeah, but we've already one of the main issues I have with them doing that is that Turkey has already shown bias.
What?
Oh shit! I'm driving, bro, so it's probably gonna have problems. I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna park soon, though. I'm getting to a certain spot, and I'm gonna park, and then it should be better. But Turkey has already shown bias towards fighters, so if somebody's running a league, it shouldn't be him.
Well, what bias you talking about? Shiraz?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about when he was reading off the scorecards to Shiraz and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, he has, but it doesn't mean. Okay, so I'm the same way. I can root for certain fighters, and what he did was not
and be unbiased.
Right, because what he did, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't read the official scorecards. He just said
he said you were down or something.
The unofficial, but everybody knew the unofficial because it was on HBO or whatever it was on.
On the broadcast, yeah.
So that's not. It's a little unprofessional.
Well,
I agree, but it's not. I don't know. I'm the same way. I'll root for somebody, but I'm still gonna. If you ask me who I think won, I'm not gonna tell you that the dude who I like won when I really don't think he did. I don't know. But you're right. That is possible. That's what everybody keeps saying. Well, if one person runs it, then they can control it. It's like, okay, so did David Stern or whoever the current the bald NBA commissioner is? Nobody says that about him. Like somebody has to run every league. The way it worked, the way
The
boxing
crazy thing is,
been working.
the crazy thing is, we see what Dana White did with the UFC. I mean, he bought Pride, bro. Pride was, you could arguably say Pride was a better product than the UFC when they were both really neck and neck there. And he bought them out. He bought Strikeforce, bought all these people out. And that's what Turkey's going to eventually do or try to do and has the ability to do. But the nice thing about boxing is that you're an independent contractor, right? So if Turkey makes this possible, you're never going to see another Floyd Mayweather type of figure or a Conor McGregor figure, like, or a Muhammad Ali figure, completely transcends the sport, bigger than the sport. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's the one bad thing about it. But that is kind of disgusting about boxing, that two guys could both have like the same amount of fights or whatever, and one guy could be making 10 grand for a fight, and the same guy could be making 30-40 million dollars. So that's a scummy thing about boxing, but it also gives a lot of the fighters something to shoot for.
Why wouldn't there be another Floyd Mayweather in this structure?
Marco, the UFC model, has evolved, and it's been changed so that we don't have any more guys like that, because promoters like someone like Dana can't control a guy like Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather, and they can't bully them into taking the wages that they want, and they can't bully them into taking the fights that they want. That's why I get what he's saying. Now, is that for sure set in stone? No, but I'm just explaining to you like what the what the UFC ethos of their fight league has become.
Right.
You know?
And I've understood that from the beginning, but I also understood that just because Turkey brought in Dana doesn't mean that he's going to be paying. Like, Turkey set a precedent on how well he pays everybody. So why do we think just because Dana comes in, he's going to now start paying them like Dana pays them? I think he's just using Dana for the experience, for that structural league experience, because Turkey has no experience doing that. That's what I'm hoping, at least.
Plus, it allows him to keep a nice budget, allows him to keep it down in price for certain types of fights, which we don't want to see in boxing. Of course, we want to see fighters who come the hard road up, get the money. We're trying to get to the money, not get paid. You understand, some champions were making like $100,000. Why? Because the champions from Georgia by Russia and has never experienced that type of cash. So it's easy to say, hey, here's 100,000, because in his country he becomes a millionaire. So some of the things we want to see may go away. I'm not so sure it'll stop the prolific fighter such as the Floyd or the Conor, but it will definitely keep more company-based acting fighters. One of the issues with the UFC right now is that you have those Georgia wrestlers coming in. You got the Khabib Nurmagomedovs and the Islam Merkachevs and all them. They're coming in and they wrestle, but they don't care to learn your language and none of that, really, because they're making money and they're going home. And that's okay. But when he's not as transcending a superstar as a Floyd, who's flamboyant, or he doesn't say a lot of flashy stuff, which my man Islam is starting to do now. It just makes for dead media a lot of times, and that's why UFC is not blowing up like it should. Let's drop it. Just hit the damn.
Okay.
Yeah, a league would be great for like guys like that Bachram dude who can't get a fight. A league would be great for like Shakur, who he can't get the Tank fight. Like if that was UFC, if you had Dana White doing that, he'd tell Tank to go fuck himself and not fight at all, or fight Shakur. We definitely, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely has its good sides, like my man was saying, or other obscure fighters from from faraway countries like in the East and stuff. It'll help them get a title. Like Janabek, we were just talking about that earlier. Poor bastard can't get a fight to save his life.
Yeah.
And it sure as fuck isn't because he's pricing himself out.
Right.
It's
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
Andre. There's like, oh, them skills look a little too good for this moment. I may not want to do that.
What the fuck?
Oh, gentlemen, hold on.
Now he just started playing some Barry White while he started talking. That was so weird.
No, he probably got a call or something, or his alarm went off or something.
Sounded like the original Summertime, like not Will Smith's Summertime, but the original one started playing.
It did, yeah. That did what it sounded like.
Like the 70s version. I'm like, is this guy
Yeah.
fucking is he dropping bars? What's happening? Yeah, I don't know, man. I like it though, because I think if you just look at where boxing has gone from the 70s till now, you'll see it's taken a severe nosedive. Like a severe nosedive. And I want it to go back to what it used to be. I want the fighters to be as well known, as loved, as rich as they all used to be, not just the 1% to be rich, but I want the majority to be doing well.
I mean, let's be real
that.
with ourselves, though.
That's the good thing about it.
Every promoter has become a de facto league. You know, like PBC only fights PBC fighters. Top Rank
100%
only
true.
fights Top Rank fighters.
Golden Boy.
So it's just a matter of, and they show favoritism too. Of course, they show favoritism. It's the same shit. It's just a matter of like, I only think I'm only concerned with the pay and the representation of fighters. That's what's I'm most concerned about with
Yeah, well,
this
the problem
league
with
talk.
boxing is, like we talk about, there's an infinite pool of members as it stands today, and a lot of them that you guys call cans or bums shouldn't be fighting, right? So a league would hopefully at least narrow down the pool and keep the highest talent. You know what I mean? And my colleague said, was it a league when it was doing well? No, it wasn't. But there also was not 4 sanctioning bodies. There was not all these different promoters. It was a smaller thing. It's branched out too far because there's no cap. There's no limit. That's the problem.
Well, Marco, you know more about the golden age history than I do. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, back in the day, in Joe Louis, Jack Dempsey, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, that was really the golden era. 100,000 people gates and stuff. And let's be honest, like a lot of the sport was mob run. They would make guys fight guys that they didn't want to fight. They would make guys do things, illegal things. Well, I mean, even more so then,
I mean, the
It was
mob.
more out in the open.
The mob was involved, but it was not at the level you guys think it was. It wasn't every single fighter. It was a couple here or there, and generally fucking Italian fighters.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They fell out of prevalence in the 60s.
Don't forget about Sonny Liston.
Exactly, Sonny Liston. And I'm just saying, like, back then there was an authority, there was a de facto authority. Instead of it being Turkey Al-Sheikh, it was, whatever, Frankie Carbone or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Nowhere
Frankie
close.
Carbone.
They didn't have the kind of money. They didn't have the kind of money Turkey had, not even close. So I think Turkey's way stronger, could be potentially way stronger of a figure in boxing than these guys. Maybe he's not.
Bro, like, don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. They had that man, Terrence Crawford, on live TV holding that man's hand in the middle of that ring. That's money being thrown around. That's money being thrown around.
I mean, people look
He
at
wouldn't
that
hold nobody's hand,
as
bro.
I don't know if you look at it like weakness or what, but that's part of their culture. You know what I mean?
But there's a reason it's a part of their culture.
Huh?
There's a reason it's a part of his culture. It might not be weakness seen by I think they see it as weakness.
Who's they?
I think Turkey. I think he wanted to make sure that Bud knew where he stood.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe you're right, but
the top of the hand is over. You got to see whose hand is on top of whose on that camera.
Maybe you're right. I don't know how that works, but it could also just be a cultural thing,
But we're talking about this kind of money. We're talking about like a different way of life.
But
we get a little bit of money. We all out on shoes and clothes. The man has never seen nothing but a white robe, so he's got a completely different mindset.
Maybe.
when it comes to the power of money.
But he's also shown concessions. So Usyk was not supposed to wear his cross, right, in Saudi,
I never heard this.
but he ended up wearing it. So Turkey gave him a concession. He said, "You know what? You want to wear your cross after your fight? Put it on." So he's not. You know what I'm saying? He is giving some concessions. So that shows something.
Will that? I agree with that. Will his concession fade as his power increases?
Maybe. Miss B,
That's
appreciate
spooky.
you. Come on, guys. 10 more people. Let's get to the goal. That's a great. Let's do that. Oh, I didn't miss Jackie's. I'm so sorry, Jackie. Let me hit it. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jackie. We get 2 more. 2 more to the goal. You're the greatest. She is the great. Oh, she just did it. That's why I missed it. I thought it was before. It has to do with loyalty and showing the union since you don't know and you're just guessing about everything. It has to do with loyalty. Yeah, I mean, it might be loyalty.
Well, we're all doing that.
Jackie, take it. It might be loyalty. It might be. I don't know. I don't look at it that bad, man, because they do a lot of shit in other countries and other cultures that we just don't understand. It doesn't always have to be he's an evil mastermind and he's controlling everybody and he's gonna take over the world, you know. But that's the
How can he not be with all that bread, though? How can he not be with all that bread?
Because not everybody has that mind frame. Not everybody is trying
Give
to
it.
take over the world.
Share the wealth. I guess he's trying to with the boxers at least.
I was actually
Yeah, you're looking at a rich kid who loves a sport, and he's trying to put his hand in it. And right now, based off the start that he's had, he did a good job, man. He just brought us all the heavyweight fights we were begging for. We got almost every last one of them.
I'll give you that. I want, except for that Joshua and
Wilder
and that too. But I'm talking about Fury.
Okay.
I mean, that would blow up in England. They make so much money.
It's on the table. It was there. It was on the table.
What do you guys think the purse split should be with Shakur and Tank? Let's keep it real.
60-40.
They're not going to fight.
60-40 because
70-30.
You could do that too, but 60-40 is good because Shakur still brings enough of a crowd where he can say, I'm okay when I do pay-per-views. I'm not bad.
I might be crazy in saying that the reason he's got that crowd is because of Tank's last fight. I would say
Here we go. These talks right now, this is the problem with boxing. This is why I like Turkey coming in. This is the kind of mentality that stops us from getting fights. What should it be? Who's the A side? Floyd started
right. I'm just saying because the fight was on the table for Shakur and he didn't take it. So obviously it was lower than what he thought it should have been.
But somebody like Turkey will come in and they'll get whatever the fuck they want, and then it'll.
There you go. Let's go.
Like this is. Let me get this super chat. CJ, appreciate you, homeboy. Jackie looking like
dropping bands.
Dropping bands on your boy. Put
some crazy.
Raffle. I need my gloves ASAP Alice. I've never heard ASAP Alice. Is that a normal thing? ASAP Alice? I never heard that before. Okay. Appreciate you. G-Von, what up, blood? He tried giving us Wilder. AJ got beat up twice on Riyadh.
Hey, guys, I'd like to hear your opinion on this one. So, if somebody takes a L, why not still see that fight? I still want to see Tank, or I still want to see Ryan Garcia fight Devin, even though Ryan lost to Rolly.
Yep.
I don't really want to see a second match with them.
Ryan was clearly hurt. Like, he had a fucking hand surgery after you saw the scars. I believe he was hurt. I'm not saying Ryan's great, but he never looked that bad. He never just didn't throw one.
I agree. But even if there's a chink in Ryan's armor, that makes it more interesting, doesn't it? So that Haney's got a chance to hurt Ryan. Let's see that fight.
I don't think
Ryan wanted that fight.
Yeah, he got beat up in the sparring. So in the sparring, he got beat up. I didn't see the way the fight went in sparring. I didn't really see it go any other way. Certain styles make fights, and I think that's a style that just puzzles Ryan because it's similar to his own, where he waits and then he just
Rolly style. I agree. Yeah. Rolly punches hard. You can tell. Like Ryan's got a knockout punch, but Rolly got that concussive, like beat on you type of power. And
He got
Yep.
woman beater
Yeah.
power. No,
yeah, that's
Oh,
that.
oh Lord, woman beating. Okay, let's not go there. We got like 3
yeah, let's
ladies in
not
the
go
chat.
there. Shout out to my ladies, and you better not get
Didn't
beat on
Ryan
by no
say
man.
Yeah.
he didn't really
Leave
train?
him.
He did say that.
Leave him.
He said he didn't train against Devin too, though. And we saw
Well,
that happen.
His bitch
well,
ass
no,
just needs to
Marco.
train to shut up.
Well, no, Marco. So if I recall correctly, there were a lot of callers to the boxing voice in the San Diego area who'd said that he was actually having open workouts at some like popular gym in San Diego.
Okay.
So I don't remember hearing that he didn't train for that fight. I do remember him saying he didn't train for the Devin fight, but I don't know. I wasn't there. All I'm saying is, like, if you have these like little bloggers and stuff saying, you know, they're chasing Ryan down and shit in San Diego, he's probably training for that fight. You know?
Yeah, he didn't train for the Devin fight, he said. I don't know about this last one. But, you know, but the weird thing was, apparently it was his right hand that was injured, and he wasn't throwing his left either. So I don't know. And that's his power hand, right? His left. So
I mean, that traumatizes you. He's a little gun shy because Rolly punches so hard.
And he threw himself on the floor.
I don't know,
Definitely
man. Him
threw
and Rolly
himself on the
sparred a bunch
floor.
of times.
I hear that. He looked gun shy sparring with him now. He almost looked like he had a little apprehension in there with Rolly, to be honest with you. Like he doesn't want to lose to Rolly. Like he don't want to lose to Rolly.
I don't
Like,
know.
oh shit.
There was apprehension, but it could have just been my hand's fucking broken and I don't want to throw it because it
That's
hurt.
true. But he got knocked down.
He did.
Okay, is
And he
it
got knocked
crazy
down
for
in the
me?
same round against Tank.
Is
That's
it
like
crazy for me
flashback.
to think? Is it crazy for me to think that maybe Ryan did not want to fight Devin and thought my only way out of this fight is to lose? Is that crazy to me to think?
Well, maybe, maybe not. Why would he not want to fight Devin?
Because he doesn't want to
I
lose
don't
to
think he
Devin.
would. I don't
his
think he
easiest
wanted to
fight
lose that
ever.
fight against Rolly, though.
So
I
he'd
don't
rather
think he
lose
wanted
to
to lose
Rolly?
against Rolly.
He'd rather lose to Rolly. That's like losing to a kindergartner.
I actually
but listen
think
to what
Ryan
you
thought
just
maybe
said.
he would get the decision as long as he kept it together.
I agree with JT as well. That's also a possibility. Yeah.
Huh. I think his hand was clearly just hurt. I mean, when you get surgery right after, it's pretty, you know, when somebody looks not like themselves and then they get a fucking surgery, I think it's kind of 2 and 2.
Sometimes you got to give guys the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
Rolly got there. Oh goodness.
Neither
He's
one of them
definitely
did enough to.
That's terrible.
Neither one did enough to draw an audience. And then it's in the middle of Times Square and the seats ain't packed. That lets you know how dead the fight was. But the fact
That
that
fight
you
was
got
dead.
dropped
it
and
wasn't
didn't
dead,
bust back.
guys. There was only 200 seats. I was there. It wasn't dead at all. There was only 200 seats in the actual
Venue.
sectioned off area. Those were packed.
Mhm.
The rest of us, we couldn't see inside.
Should they have did it on a rooftop?
No, it wasn't on a rooftop. It was on the street.
I'm saying, would it have been better?
Oh. No, but you know, Times Square is a very. I kind of get their apprehension because you got all kinds of wild fuckers that they could have been started. If they could see what's going on, they might have started throwing shit inside. Like you can't stop something like that.
That's
it's true.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
I
real
know.
sport, dude. This is not that WWE shit. I don't want to see some kid that's fighting for his life get the back of his head hit with a can. I don't want to see that shit at all.
No Superman shots. Like Superman. When they threw that can of raviolis off the back of Superman's head in the new movie. It's just a
I didn't see
matter
it,
of,
but it sounds hilarious.
yeah, you check out the commercial. The trailer is the funniest. He's
Superman?
walking
Yeah, I
and
just
somebody
saw it.
just beams him in the back of the head with a can and it bends and he just keeps moving.
I just
But-
saw Superman. It was pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty good. When you look at the dynamic of a Ryan Garcia versus Devin and the way that he beat Devin, I mean, you would almost think that he would wish for that fight to happen every time he gets in the ring because he did it. He made it look so easy, and it's not like they haven't fought each other in the amateurs where he's unfamiliar with Devin. So
He's got his
if I
timing
beat-
down.
yeah, if I beat a guy,
I think
and
they
you
both
heard
got their
how
timing down.
Yeah, you heard how Devin was talking. He was like, "I've never been beaten so soundly." I'm like, if you don't shut up, giving this dude props for putting hands on
Dude,
him.
that was so funny when he said, "I've never been overmatched like that before."
Yeah,
That shit was hilarious.
that's when you know that. He could have only been begging for that fight. So I props to him if his hand was hurt or broke. Uh,
Yeah, I
no
don't
It's
know.
so
props to him
crazy
for
how styles
dropping
make
ball.
fights, yo. Like how Rolly can
Guys,
struggle
I'm gonna
so
step
much
away for
with
a
Barossa.
second. Keep it going. I'm gonna step away for 1 second, but keep it going.
All right, bro. Um,
You understand? Rolly struggle.
yeah, like styles make fights. How Rolly can struggle with Barossa, beat Ryan soundly, and then like, do y'all think that Devin would beat Rolly?
Yes,
Isn't that
because there's a.
crazy?
You know what though? After the Ryan loss, the way that Devin fights now, it's possible Rolly could win. And it's because styles make fights, as we talked about before. We look at how Rolly was pinning Javante. Javante only won the round he knocked him out in. The only
Yeah, but I
round he
think
won, he was getting
that's how
shut
Tank
out.
fights, bro. But that's how Tank fights. He swims, bro. He's just swimming, and then he just catch you.
But watch this in contrast. When he fought Ryan, he was arguably winning every round that he.
That's true,
So
man. You got
you
to
see
fight
what
everybody
I'm
a little
saying?
different. Now,
Yeah,
people
styles
gave
make the
people
fights.
gave Tank shit against people gave Tank a little bit of shit against Frank Martin because he was getting hit. To me, I saw something completely different. I saw Tank and have no respect for that man at all, swimming without getting wet, smiling in between the combinations, all to set a trap. I seen him setting a trap the whole fight, and it was beautiful, dismantling of Frank Martin.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. In fact, and this is why it's so crazy because the way he was setting the traps with Frank Martin, you see that happening when he fights Shakur,
Who?
Tank.
Javante.
Mm.
I wouldn't
Will
say Tank
Shakur's
was.
hands hold up?
I wouldn't say Tank was swimming without getting wet. He was definitely getting tagged up, but I don't know how else you
No, that's
fight
what
a
I'm saying.
guy as tall as.
He had no
Yeah,
respect. He had no respect for his
yeah.
power.
No
I mean, like
respect
he was
for his
smiling.
power.
He was marked. He even had marks on his face, but he was smiling the whole time, like because he would feint Frank, and when Frank would bite the feint, Tank would be laughing at him like it's coming.
Go ahead, Mo. Were you saying something? Hello.
Mo,
He might be struggling with the connection. I was because I was driving.
Oh no,
Mo,
no, no. That's all I had to
Mo.
say. That's all I had to say.
Oh, so that was the question on the table: was do you see Shakur struggling with Tank style, or do you see, like I said, styles make fights? Depends on who you fight, how you'll react, and how you'll move. You can tell dude has never
Shakur
been
and
in the
Tank.
ring.
I mean, I
I don't
love
know
the
what you're
talk,
talking about.
guys, but it's not gonna fucking happen. Tank's not coming back. Not at least within the next. I think he's gonna take 3 years off minimum. Come back at like 33, 34.
I
I
don't
think
think
he
so.
Damn,
looks so
Marco.
distracted. He looks so distracted in the fight with Lamont Roach that now with this he's even more distracted now. So
I
sucks.
don't think he wanted
But
to beat Lamont up in front of his mom. Like their family ties are
Nah,
deep.
he's
man.
that type of dude. He really is that type of dude. I know that sounds like bullshit, but I know where Tank comes from. He's that type of guy.
Nah, fuck that. He was.
See, they
That
I
had
know.
boys.
nothing to do.
They
I don't think it had to do with
boys.
his
I
mother.
think he I
It
think he
had to
was
do
I
with
trying
think
to
all the
get
Tank.
Lamont
comments he's
paid.
been making over the last year or two. Like he's done. He's sick of boxing. I mean, he has not even one foot. He has both feet out the door. That's why he's not coming back.
He thinks he's sick of. I don't think he could ever walk away. I mean, I think he's talking about it, man. But that's really all he's known. And you could tell he tried to get away from Calvin Ford, right? A little bit, or distance himself a little bit from Calvin Ford, maybe to take the pressure of that off of Calvin Ford a little bit. And
I
you
don't
see
think
how
so.
it went.
I'm cool with his other coach, Kenny Ellis, and they're all family. Like they're family. Like Tank's not gonna leave them. no matter what. If as long as he continues boxing, if he stops boxing,
I don't think. Yeah, I agree though. I don't think he could. I think he might have been trying to just. I think in his own mind he was trying to separate, like put a little distance to maybe take the pressure off of Calvin because he said of the marriage thing or something. But he seemed really distracted because he didn't have Calvin in front of him.
too much money for Tank to walk away. Well, Clarissa, like, we look at this from our perspective, right? None of us, I assume none of us are multimillionaires. So when you're a multimillionaire, like this was also my whole argument with the Floyd Mayweather thing. Like, how much money is too much? You know what I mean? Somebody's clicking around a lot.
Can never have enough.
How much money is too much? Like, how much money is enough? I mean, like at a certain point, you're not changing your lifestyle. It's not making a fucking difference. At a certain point, it does become about legacy and your specific like wants, needs, morals. So I think Tank's made enough money. Personally, I don't, unless he's doing some Floyd shit where his monthly fucking nut is like 30 million because he spends on ridiculous bullshit jets and all this other stuff. Then that's
Did you hear he bought a block?
He didn't though, because that was also debunked. That was I'm from New York. That was in my city, and it was debunked.
No, he bought a block in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, but you're talking about Tank,
and it got burnt.
Oh, I thought
yeah, my bad.
Floyd. No, yeah, Tank. Yeah, I heard about that, and it got burnt down right away. Yeah, that's some fucking rat.
That's some crabs. That's some crabs in the bucket shit, ain't it? One guy trying to get out, and they trying to.
That's rat shit.
That's the cruddy shit.
That's terrible. That's terrible. But so I don't think Tank's doing it for the money. But again, I don't know. Well, again, it's very different when we look at it from our perspective, as opposed to somebody who has a lot of money. When you know what I mean, a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I don't know. I'm 100 air. Yeah, me too.
Facts.
1 month till Alberto and Clarissa cam up. Oh shit. Well, CJ, I'm not so sure Bud's gonna win that fight. I'm not saying he's gonna lose, but I don't think if we polled everybody, I bet you'd be 50-50. Matter of fact, let's do that.
I bet it would too.
Everybody in the chat, Bud or Crawford. Excuse me, Bud or Crawford. Bud or Canelo, who you got? And the panel too. Let's go with Mo. Which one? Who are you picking? Hello.
Damn man, I'm picking a draw.
See? All right. Adrian, Bud or Crawford? Bud or Canelo? All right, well, he'll come in when he's ready. JT?
52% Canelo.
Super close.
Like,
you picked Canelo, though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see the chat. We got a Bud. Oh, here we go. Both. Canelo, Bud. Bud. Mexico.
Here go my microphone. My mic wouldn't even open up for me. I'm picking Crawford, but damn, it might put a bag on Canelo anyway.
There we go.
I don't think he does well at this weight yet.
There we go.
But I'm picking Crawford.
I'm even, so I can't choose either. So, and if you look at
so
the
we're
chat,
all close.
If you look at the chat, it seems about 50-50. Seems about 50-50. Which is crazy because when this fight was first announced, didn't all of us have the same kind of notion? Like, he's not going to super middleweight. Get out of here. And now suddenly we think Canelo has a real chance of losing. Why is that?
The Madrimov fight was kind of like an eye opener for me. I know them dudes are good from that area though. So I know a lot of times they'll come in and cause ruckus in the division.
Okay. So it was the Madrimov. For me, it was the height. What's that?
Oh, I was saying for me, it's the height. Canelo is a little shorter than Bud. He's wider in the shoulders, which is where his power comes from. But it'll probably see. I'm thinking it's going to play out like Hearns Hagler, but I'm thinking Hearns might win this time. So it's really going to be. It's going to be about the distance he can keep, which we know Canelo usually gets past people, but Crawford hits people, and they tend to do different things. like they try to move out the way or they stop and start posing like they can take the power, knowing the power is
I'm
about to knock
totally.
them out. So
I
I'm not sure.
I think it's a close fight, but what about when Crawford got shook by Gamboa? That kind of stuff makes me think, God bless you.
I
I
mean,
mean, Canelo break dudes' faces in
Yeah,
half,
well, he
though.
got shook by
Canelo got
Brook
shook.
too.
Canelo got
Yeah,
shook by Miguel Cotto's brother. I mean,
a couple.
everybody
He
gets
got
shook.
shook by Floyd.
It
Yeah,
happens.
Floyd hit him. Cotto shook him. Khan made him second guess, which is why he was losing most of that fight until he knocked him out. So
It's not just so straightforward here. It's God dang,
Oh,
man. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. The Barry White music is coming back.
that was interesting. We got the summertime ring again. Trying to mute him, but it won't mute. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a crazy fight at first. I'm like, why the fuck? Why the fuck would this fight even happen? And now we're all excited
Bold
about it.
move.
Now
I'm
we're all
excited
excited
about it.
about it. But at first, it
Do you
was
think
like,
he's going to switch a lot? Do you think Crawford's going to switch his stance, or are you going to think he's going to stay southpaw the whole fight?
I have no idea. Probably switch. That's what he does, but who knows? He stayed southpaw the whole time against Spence, I believe.
I think when he feels threatened, he stays southpaw. I think he's a true left-hander. I think he switches when he feels like he got the guy figured out.
Maybe. But you know, it's you have an advantage if you're a southpaw over a conventional fighter. So it could be
Yes, you
that.
do.
You never know.
I think Bud is going to fight the whole fight southpaw, and if he does switch, it's going to be if he switches, that means something's wrong. Either like he's
So
hurt
that's.
or he
Or you
broke a
think it's because
hand or
something's
something.
wrong? I think if he starts switching and Canelo is buying into it, like getting hit with stuff, then I think Bud thinks he's got him figured out.
This won't happen, Mel. Bud's definitely not running.
I don't think he's a runner either.
Oh, he's
He's not a runner.
This guy trolls.
They're
I don't
both
think he
come
can
forward
run.
fighters.
I
What's
don't
that,
think he
Mo?
can run. I don't think he can run.
Canelo
The
don't cut.
motherfucker
Ain't
put
been
on
cutting
30
a
pounds.
Hold on a second. One at a time. Go ahead, Mo.
No, I was gonna say I don't think he can run because he put on like 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's got the legs. He's fucking almost 40 years old.
He's a flat-footed fighter anyway. When
Yeah,
he's
but
really moving, he's on coming forward.
I don't think the weight's gonna make. I think he could run if he wanted to. These guys are tremendously conditioned.
For sure.
Uh,
But he's a come forward guy.
Appreciate you. Extra crispy 5-piece barbecue sauce. Marco, let him know I stand behind my bets and how we do it here. Marco holds the bread and I toast to my victory. Damn. Yeah, so CJ is putting $1,000 on Terrence Crawford. Anybody who wants to come in is welcome. You know, he's supremely confident. Kid
Does
Rock,
nobody think Canelo can win a decision against Crawford?
yeah, I think the fight's gonna go decision either way. Ooh, Mel, you're wilding out. Who the hell's a PDF? 30 pounds of solid muscle. Well, guys, he loses 20 to 30 pounds every fight. So what he's doing now is just not losing it. Because when he gets in the ring, he could be this weight every time he fights, for all we know. So why do we think he's losing weight? He's just not cutting it leading up to it.
I disagree, Marco. I look at his physique and he looks very much like not a natural super middleweight. He looks like somebody he's getting to like that bodybuilder stage where he looks like he's just packed on a ton of muscle, you know, because it's not just his weight.
Is that snack
It's his
muscle? Like,
frame.
no, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but it's his frame like his frame doesn't look like it's meant to hold all that muscle. Like he's just a thin, gangly guy.
You might be right. You know, you guys all know I changed my opinion when I was hanging out with both of them, and yeah, they're definitely around the same size. It looks like naturally they're around the same size. So that instantly removed the biggest advantage I thought Canelo had. Now, one thing though, which is why if I had to lean towards anybody, I'd probably lean towards Canelo slightly, is that although Bud has probably sparred heavyweights and light heavyweights and all the shit, he's never had professional experience against anybody who's a middleweight or super middleweight or above. Canelo
With the
has.
small gloves.
Right. So that has to mean something, doesn't it?
I agree.
Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Like I used to spar heavyweights. You know, I was a middleweight. So like I get, like, I know what it's like, but I've never gone in there with you know, the smaller gloves, no headgear, and done it.
And real bad intentions.
No, sparring is bad intentions. Believe it or
It
not.
can be.
It usually is. I tell people the majority of the time it is. But yes. So I don't know. Bud getting stopped late. Okay. We know that's what you think. I'm not
Bud's
agreeing
getting
with
stopped late.
they keep calling you Kid Rock, but I enjoy another point of view. Okay. Kid Rock.
I got a name, woman. It's like
Mel, put some bread up or get timed out. Not because I disagree with you, because you're trolling and being dishonest. He is trolling. He trolls quite a bit. He, she, I'm assuming it's a he. Oh, let's see what Giovan's up. Canelo's sparring partner is great for this fight. Long arms, very. Who's the sparring partner? Who's Canelo's sparring partner? Okay. Givan. Oh, is that? That's not Givan. Canelo about to beat a
beat the slick out of him. It's crazy.
Nah, chill. Bud's definitely not getting stopped. If anybody's going to get stopped, right, we'd have to bet that would be Bud, if you had to bet.
Oh, yeah. Could he stop him to the body?
Stop him anywhere. Oh, Canelo? I mean, yeah. We've never seen that. Yeah, that's true. I got Canelo by decision.
By decision.
Damn. Okay. By decision, huh? Huh. Y'all bud tenders are clowns. Bud tenders?
Bud tenders is awesome.
It's weird. If CJ says he's going to bet, he will keep his word. He is. He is. Now, Alberto doesn't always keep his bets, but that's a different story. Would it be crazy if Bud knocks out Canelo like Pac? Oh, my God. Would it?
It would be crazy. The thing that bums me out about that is, man, all the fighters that Canelo fought, would it be that he's been getting loosened up over the years just to give Bud that glory for all the fighters that have got a couple over on Canelo?
It happens. Wouldn't be the first
It
time.
happened. I feel like I wish if somebody could have did it, I wish Triple G would have laid his ass out. It's like, no.
He tried. He landed a couple solid
He did
ones.
try.
They didn't do shit.
Canelo's a bulldog, bro.
If Bud wins, I'm coming on the panel to complain. So you're going for Bud, obviously. Wait, didn't you just pick Canelo? Am I wiling out?
She is going Canelo. If Bud wins, I'm coming because she's going to complain.
So you're going for Canelo. Okay. Givan, who you got?
Bet Carnal.
Oh, about his sparring partner? Let's see. Let's see what you're talking about. Givan, there it is.
Oh yeah, I think I saw recently Canelo has some young junior middleweight sparring with him.
The black guy, I assume?
Yeah, he is a black guy. I don't know if it's that guy, but yeah, he's a young
He's a black guy, but
fighter.
is he an American? What country does he come from? Because Crawford has an American style.
Well, this guy's pretty good. Hard puncher. He is he kind of fights more like Boots or Abdullah Mason than Crawford. But he has that kind of like
flat-footed.
What's his name? Val Saint, I believe.
Is he a southpaw?
Does that ring a bell? Yeah, he's fighting southpaw here. I think he's switching. Oh, and he just did the bachata. He just did the bachata mid-round. He was like, just kept fighting. You ever hear of Val Saint, any of you guys?
Never.
Okay. Huh. Val Saint. Okay. Well, that's that matters. But there's nobody that can emulate Canelo. There's nobody that can emulate Bud. I think Boots would be the good emulation of Bud or Abdullah
That
Mason,
would be cool if he was sparring with Boots.
but he's probably not. Marco, I'm telling you, I know a secret. Is this some gay shit? I don't really know what's happening here. Bud sparring Tito Martinez. Vamos, campeón. He switched hits to southpaw. Yeah. 6 feet with power. Yeah, that kid looks good. So you've heard of Val Saint. Yes, Val Saint is Jamaican. Jamaica. Wagwan. Dope.
I think it matters if he fights an American or spars an American.
Fucking you beautiful hairline having motherfucker you. Daryl Blast. Blast? His middle name is Blast, or is that his fucking boxing nickname? Because if they named you Blast, you got to be a fighter. He's a Mark Ferret fighter. I know him well. Gifted young black fighter and good choice for Canelo. Is he Jamaican? Watched him kill a dude on Pro Box. Damn. J-Bone. What you doing, Mo? You smoking that herb? You don't smoke weed, do you, Mo?
I do not. My job is regulated by the Department of Transportation, so I cannot
Would
smoke
you,
weed.
if you could? You don't strike me as a weed smoking kind of guy.
No, I used to be a big weed smoking type of guy, but I stopped because it was really affecting my lungs, which is when you see me gassing out on the bag, that's partially why I stopped.
I mean, I never smoke weed, and I'll gas out sometimes. Like, that's just a hard thing to do on that bag, but okay.
No, because I'm a runner, and I run a lot, and I used to run a lot when I was younger, and I 100% feel every single blunt that I've ever smoked, I feel it in my lungs when I go running. So.
That's true.
Oh, he's Haitian. Okay, sac passe, nap boule. Damn, I thought Mo had 5 on it. 5 on what? The fuck is we talking about here? Haitian. Yeah, he's Haitian, not Jamaican. Haitian. Oh, he's
Asian
American. Ooh, where? Okay, now it's getting interesting. What part of America?
I agree.
What part of America are we talking about here, Johnny? Come on, Johnny. Spit that knowledge. Daryl Blast Saint Val Saint. Wow. That's a mouthful. I got 5 on it. The weed anthem. Oh, right. What's up, Wavy? Is he a Zoe? What's a Zoe?
He's a boxer.
What's a Zoe?
I don't think he could be a Zoe and a boxer.
What's a Zoe? What's that mean?
I think it's I ain't gonna say nothing.
Redhead sparring some Korean dude. Blast is my guy. He lives in Florida. Stays in the Pro Box facility. Okay.
Yo, Paulie Malignaggi's doing all his interviews and he's got black eyes and shit. Is he getting ready to fight?
Yeah, he's fighting bare knuckle like a nut
He's
job.
getting his ass whooped in sparring.
Where is Kid
I'm
Rock
just kidding.
from? Where are you from?
Upstate.
Oh yeah,
New York.
You might have told me this. What part?
Up like up like Hudson Valley.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
want to get a little more specific? Like near what town? Because I know that area well.
Kingston?
I don't know. I never heard of Hickson. What's that close to that I might know?
No, Kingston.
Oh, Kingston.
Kingston.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That area became mad hipstery.
Yes, it did, bro. I've never been to an area like this before.
Used to
Like
be white
rainbow
trashy.
crosswalks or stuff.
Used to be very white trashy. Now it's fucking hipstery as shit. I lived in Catskill, New York for 2 years when I was training under Kevin Rooney.
That's what's up.
It wasn't.
I have a couple of my fighters go up and spar with guys from up there.
Do you? It was a shithole back then, but now I went back recently. I couldn't believe how they fucking.
They just got a new ring. They just got a new ring.
Not just the club, the town. Like they got cats everywhere.
Oh, the town.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, good, dope. So, and you grew up in upstate? That's where you're from?
No, I was born in Baltimore.
So you grew up in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You don't sound like you're from New York. You're not from Florida. Oh, let me CJ, appreciate you. The rare Mexican redhead mallard duck going extinct. Oh shit. We got
So Marco, Zoe is a Haitian gang in South Florida,
okay.
and someone in the chat is alleging that this young startup great fighter, is a member of or affiliated with this gang.
Gang. Terrible.
They cutting off chicken heads and stuff. I guess all of us are doing that when we're making food.
What is Zoe? Are they like violent? Are they drug dealers? What are they? The gang.
I don't know. I just looked it up, but apparently they're a Haitian gang. So because he's from Haitian descent, he must be a gangbanger of some sort.
Racism.
Probably like those guys in like Bad Boys 2. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh yeah,
Probably
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Well, he ain't like Bud then, bro, because Bud's worried about training, bro. He could be worried about being a Zoe all he wants, but ain't gonna help Canelo win his fight. He better be worried about boxing.
I learned something new. I never heard of Zoe before. Okay. Let me get back on these. No, he is not Zoe. J-Bone.
About time he fights at his weight class. He's probably been cutting too much.
You don't know, Johnny. You're probably in it with him. I know your tricks, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny is confirmed Zoe.
Johnny's definitely a Zoe. Johnny was a Latin king. Johnny, were you one of those Latin king motherfuckers growing up from Bushwick? Johnny probably was. We had a gang when I was coming up called the Decepticons. Real gang in New York City. Real gang in New York City in the 80s.
The original gang was pretty good too.
Which?
The Decepticons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the robots that transform.
Right. Yeah, no, they were no joke. But that's the only gang when I was coming up. And then apparently some point in the last 20 years, like Crips and Blood started coming to fucking New York, which I never even knew that was a thing here. But Blast is undefeated fighter who's a knockout artist. And that's definitely who Canelo's sparring? Is that confirmed? Johnny, did the dude Blast tell you he's sparring Canelo? He's serious about boxing, not a gang. I'm not. Johnny did a voodoo ritual to preserve his hairline. Johnny, who you got? Bud or Canelo? Johnny was a greaser. Not in Bushwick.
Megatron.
Yes, it's confirmed. Okay, that's dope. You don't know him. Get out of here, Johnny. What do you know? No, I'm just playing. Yeah, Blast posted about himself thanking Canelo for the opportunity. Okay, that's dope. And now so Johnny, since you know him, why don't you jump on the panel? But what are they been saying about this? What did he tell you about the sparring? Is he whooping Canelo's ass? What did he give you any info? What, or was he getting his ass quick to get your ass whooped? Like what we got? You were not a Latin king. Okay, I'm just making sure. Cool boy Fulton confirmed that Boots was in San Diego training with Canelo. I'm pretty sure. Interesting. Cool boy said that Boots was training with Canelo. Yo, if Canelo, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Canelo got Boots and this fucking Blast guy, that's great preparation.
Oh, somebody said he was training with Boots?
Yep, that's what they just said.
That's fire.
My wife was a Latin king 30 years ago, I'm assuming. DeAndre, where are you from? Or is your wife? Because Latin kings, I thought, were just New York. Why would Canelo be sparring Blast when he's not even nowhere near the same size or stylistically as Bud? Nah. Well, what's Blast's weight? Wait, let me look this guy up. Blast Del Val or whatever. What was the last name? Val
Saint.
Val Faint. Oh, he has 13K followers. Let me follow him first. And now, let me look him up. Let's see what we got going on here. What weight is he? This guy just says he's nowhere near the same weight. Let's see. All right. Let's do this. Let's put this together. All right, here we go. This is the young fella that is sparring Canelo. 13-0, 11 knockouts. 85% knockout ratio, averaged. 6'1". Wow. From Florida. Okay. Looks like a
What's his age?
23. And
He ain't got no experience like Bud.
he is 13-1 though. Let's see. What's he weigh? 153. So what? Who just said he's not the same weight? They're exactly the same fucking weight. He's a little lighter. Oh no, he's fought up to super middleweight. Exactly the same weight. Middleweight. He was able to make 54, which, you know, he had a no contest against. Okay, so he didn't beat anybody. The UD. Okay. Daryl Val Saint. I'm gonna try and pull him up. Let's see if there's something I could. Oh, he got that fucking got the hair. Good for him. All right, let's see this. Was this pro box or whatever? If they fucking flag me, they flag me.
Shot. Finally did her. Flexi shot. Oh. Last ball saying, is he going to turn it on?
See how
the stoppage here.
Ooh. See how he's in the pocket? He has very much boots, and he walks him down.
Another beautiful shot into the round.
There's Abdullah's fucking kind of his hair is woofing out too, so he's reminding me of Abdullah the way he's throwing punches.
Yeah.
No, this guy's like, no, thank you, no more. Let me see. Oh wait, let's see this one. There he is again.
Just like his corner.
See that? That's very much boots. And Abdullah. Oh!
Right to the temple. Oh. Down goes Daniel.
Oh, he's dancing. He's dancing.
It's over. The way that Blanchard shook up those right hands on the inside, it was hard to tell if they were.
I want to see the punch again.
Touch that body. He's doing a very good job.
Oh, he got first shot.
Right to the
Equilibrium blaster. Is that first shot? Ooh. Okay. He's a switch hitter. It's a great choice. You know, Johnny, the word on the street was used to be a switch hitter too. That was the word on the street. He's a great kid. I agree. I want strictly AI judges in the league. Nah, man. No AI judges. We need the secret to a good judging system is in bulk, right? It's in statistical significance, meaning like you got to have a lot of different people giving their opinion to get a real accurate depiction. That's how I look at it. AI judges, nah, you can't. How do you, unless there's sensors on the gloves but even that, if there's a sensor on the gloves, how do you know if you're hitting a shoulder or the head, which is a scoring zone? How do you know? I don't like the AI shit. Come on, Jerome. That's in his past. He doesn't do that anymore. AA judges, another result of degenerate culture. Yeah, learn the martial art. Is boxing a martial art? Is boxing technically a martial art?
Of course.
Yes. The Army used to put out manuals on how to box, Marco. It's 100%.
What's a martial art? What's the definition of a martial art?
So martial means having to do with the military. So it's something that like you teach in the military. So for like Taekwondo, like karate, all that shit started as like training for soldiers and stuff. Now it's become a sport, but that's where it started.
You're right. So it says, yes, boxing is a martial art. While it's primarily known as a sport with specific rules and regulations, it also embodies the fundamental elements of martial arts, such as combat techniques, strategical thinking, and physical conditioning. Okay. I learned something new. So I could tell people that I have a background in the martial arts. That's pretty cool. Okay. No, it's a science. Well, both. Martial means for war. Oh.
Oh, yeah. A war of attrition.
Wow. Okay. Learning new shit today. I'm the most well-rounded martial artist in this bitch. Okay. Martial arts, apples and oranges. Pug, get out. What? War is a science too. Martial law. Well, martial law means...
Has anyone in here actually read The Art of War? I have not.
No, I have not. But I bet you Mo probably reads it every night with his fucking warm cup of milk. Right, Mo?
No, I had to choose whether to read that or Prince Machiavelli, and I read Prince Machiavelli instead. I think I have a copy of The Art of War, though, which is collecting dust. I should read it.
True story. I have only probably read five books front to back in my life. Full front to back. True story.
I think I'm right there with you, bro. We might have a dozen books between the both of us.
Yeah, I mean, I read once the internet became like you look a lot younger than me, JTO. What are you in your 20s, probably? Maybe early 30s.
I just hit 30.
There you go. So I'm 48. So like for me, ever since when the internet hit, it improved. I read a lot. Now we all read every day. We read.
We ain't got no choice,
right? And I also was not a good speller. But the second the computers came out, like it's because spelling is just about repetition. The more you read a word, the more you remember, oh no, there's an E before the A. So I became a really good speller after the internet. So the internet helped me that way. But before, I hated books. Like my father used to say when he was around, which wasn't much, I'd be like, Dad, I'm bored. He'd be like, read a book. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm
read
11. I don't want to read a book. So
he was probably putting you into some game, bro. But we're probably hard-headed.
I mean, whatever. They still sell books.
They still sell books.
Yeah, yo, Johnny, I saw there's a Barnes and Nobles around here, and I was like, how are these shits still open? Like, who the fuck goes to buy books? But people do it. But it's like everything's on your phone. You could get a million novels on one phone. But some people like the old school shit. Y'all think I could get good work in a Muay Thai gym? Really, only martial art gym in my area.
If
Good
you got
work
head
for
movement,
what?
you'll blow their mind.
Reese, for what? For boxing? What are you trying to get what are you trying to get work for? But on some real shit, black belt in Taekwondo, stay level, amateur wrestler, and some jiu-jitsu.
And no boxing?
Nah, he doesn't really CJ doesn't really box, I don't think. He loves it. He knows it. I just don't think he does it that much. NC week on the boxing side. North Carolina? Is that what we're talking about? Wow, CJ is here. Oh, Jesus. Get a room. So many people still hold book clubs. Like old white ladies, maybe. I like hard copies of books. You like hard copies of books? Tutti frutti. Okay. No judgment. Mixed martial arts also has bad play on words, like George Carlin would tell you. Martial arts already include every discipline and style. Mixed martial arts is saying mixed ice cream, liquid water. Right. Martial arts implies it's everything. So saying it's mixed is saying it's redundant. That'd be the word, right? I prefer audiobooks while working out. Word. Nah, you were a cat. This is the catcher right here. This right here. This dude right here. Sorry. The computer just does that when he comes in. I have no control over it. I still buy books. I don't trust the near future, power outages, wars, etc. You're also an old fart, Shane. Shane is an OG like me. Yeah. I like okay. Shane Colkin, my guy. What up? One of my baby mom is. How many baby moms you got? You fucking nasty bastard. Holy shit. Yo, Johnny, is Tony Morgan coaching in Winter Haven still, or did he move to Clearwater with Thurman? Who the fuck is Tony Morgan? 3 baby mamas? Man, I never understood that. You guys with your awful pullout games and your non-bagging raincoat ways, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I guess you guys didn't grow up in the AIDS era, so you don't have to worry about that shit that we had to worry about. We had to worry about AIDS. Like the AIDS that was dudes were dropping off like flies. You guys don't have to worry about it. You guys get a little drip, a little burn, pop a pill, and you're good to go. Marco, when you play that Raining Men, I think of Ray from the Scary Movie in the car park. You remember? Yeah. Yeah, that was Shawn Wayans, right? How many kids do I have? Clea, you asking me? My pullout game is great. I meant for those kids to be made. Well, okay. Then your relationship choosing skills, because you said they're all baby mamas, you're not still with them. Maybe that needs to be worked on. Having more than one mother to your kids is unacceptable. Well, it's common though, Jivan, as you know. A lot of people do it. David gives women the ultimatum, raw or nah. Yeah, that's what Johnny probably used to do. Johnny used to do that shit, didn't you nasty bastard? Johnny was probably fucking filthy when he was younger. I want another kid, but it would make me have 2 baby daddies, so I won't do it. Okay. Whatever works for you. Tony Morgo. Oh, it was Berto's coach. Okay. Magic Johnson got financial aids and opened a theater. What? Oh, because the theater fucking... What? Nah, these dudes wild. The herp is still a thing. That's true. The herp is a thing. But the herp is... You can see it. You know what I'm saying? So you can disengage as soon as you see it. Damn, nah, not that dramatic. CJ, I was actually married with 2 of... Okay. I'm a raw, not 2. Ugh. You guys are fucking nasty. CJ and Low, nose boxing shooting for that spot, Jackie. You guys need to leave the ladies in this community alone, you dirty, horny bastards. CJ, what's up, man? How come you're not jumping on? You knee deep in the engineering? What's going on? What's going on? So JTO, you have a gym, your own gym.
What'd
You
you say?
train. What do you do? Besides drive a Honda.
Can't hear shit.
Okay.
My
You were
earbuds are
married.
failing, bro. I can't hear nothing.
Oh, okay. Take the earbuds off. Use the speaker. That's why I don't use earbuds, man. I use wired everything. First
Yo, I'm
off, I
about to
don't
go
want the
on. I'm
cancer.
about to ride my bike real quick, bro.
All
I'll
right.
be back.
Peace. I don't
I'm gonna
like the
charge my
cancer
earbuds.
waves in my brain. So, Low going after Jackie like she Tiafimo. Damn. Johnny, call in so you can fight this slander. You was in Latin Zo count. Yeah, Johnny, defend yourself. Jesus. Good Lord. Adrian, I usually visit Winter Haven Gym with Coach Marco Vazzini. Damn, Johnny's deep in those Florida streets. Deep in those Florida streets. Holy Toledo. Guys, the phone lines are open. Call in. We're doing a longer live today, as you can see. Shit's popping. Popping like Orville Redenbacher. Who thinks Dubois quit? Me. He did quit. He absolutely quit. First one was a very vicious, blatant quit. The second one was little less, but still a quit. I went to sign up to a gym, and it's either Plant City Boxing Gym or Winter Haven. That's Johnny's department. I have no idea what these. Deep in those Florida cheeks. Streets. You sick fuck. Not on the second one, Marco. He quit on that one too. Like, it was way more warranted, the second one, but it was still a quit. He could have got back up. Motherfucker was fine. You saw him when the fight. He just walked up and walked right by Usyk, went to his corner. Like, the dude was fine. Ooh. Canelo has a durable base from horseback riding. But definitely can't overlook Canelo strong. I never heard that before, but I like it. I like it. I like it. You're a goofball, CJ. Look at his name. You're a goofball. Dude got his pack.
Hey,
That's the policy. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'll tell her if I can't, if you're asking me to use protection, you really don't trust me. I mean, what type of way is that to start a relationship? So yeah, we're already know.
That's disgusting.
I'm fucking with. Not at my age.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. When he came out with that song, MTV made him come out with a PSA on MTV. Goes,
Okay.
hey, I don't know if you remember this. What's up, everybody? This old dirty bastard, ODB. And right before the song played, and he would, I swear to God, they made him do this. This ODB, and enjoy my song. And remember, the only thing I like raw is my music.
All right. Yeah, cover his tracks.
They didn't want him causing people to go do what fucking David Garcia does.
Yo, I was 10 years old, and to be honest, I didn't know what the fuck it meant. I mean, it sounded dope, so I liked the track, but I didn't know what
I knew what it meant. I knew what it meant. I was 18, 19. Canelo's too flat-footed. Best time before. Okay. I hope Marco don't duck you like he did Clifton Gibbs. Duck who?
What the fuck you talking about?
Clifton. You mean the dude Cliff, the guy in Connecticut?
Oh, yo, real quick. I don't know if Mel is still in the chat, but again, I laid it out. But if you don't get it, let me state it verbally. Johnny holds the money. We've done like this at least 3 times here. Johnny holds the money. You feel me? So it's no. You don't have to trust me.
Marco holds the money.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. Wow.
Alberto, curse you.
Marco holds the money, rather. And so you don't have to trust me. Fuck me. I could be the biggest piece of shit in the world. Johnny has the money. I mean, Marco has the money.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Johnny, you see what's happening?
That one was on purpose. So I had to jab you one more time.
Johnny, this is why I have beef. It's not even beef with you. This is why I'm jealous of you. Look at this. Guys are calling me you.
I had to jab you once more. But no, Marco holds the money. So fuck me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it gets paid out every single time. No, Marco gets his 10%. No, respectfully. So yeah.
Takes a
if you really feel that strongly about it, put it up.
Oh, wait, who are you talking to?
Mel, the dude that was trolling for Canelo earlier.
Come on.
I know.
There's no way. He's a total troll. There's no way he's going to bet any money. Did you see that Duarte had a motorcycle accident a couple weeks before the Sims fight? Nah, he didn't. That is impressive.
I had no idea.
Wrestling.
That's gangster as fuck. Shout out to Duarte.
We do wrestle. Like, when we're in the ring, we wrestle.
Hell nah.
Let me rephrase. Okay, sorry. We don't full-on wrestle, but we have... Okay, let me put it this way. We're not wrestlers. I'm not trying to say that. We have more strength in the clinch than people think. That I'll say.
Sure.
People think that the second a fighter gets in the clinch, they're like, oh my God, we're pushing off. Like, we have experience with I wouldn't say it's wrestling, because wrestling is a much deeper art, but what would you call it?
Call it grappling. I would call it grappling.
Yes.
And to that point, Briggs said it himself when he was training with wrestlers, American Top Team, that it made him stronger in the clinch. So I feel what you're saying, but I would say grappling.
Yeah, no,
wrestling
I'm not saying I'll beat a wrestler. I'm just saying I would be way stronger than you would think if you tried to grab me. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, sure.
Stronger. We're not just like people think that we just freeze if we're grabbed. Oh, what do I do? Like, we're used to fucking grappling around and shit. You know, now if you hit me with like a reverse double arm back dunk choke lock, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We're not equipped to fuck with that kind of shit.
All I would have to do is shoot. I wouldn't even have to do all that. Just shoot and take you to the ground and put the jiu-jitsu in. That's a wrap.
The hip hop,
because your legs, you don't use your legs like that. I mean, you use them in the boxing sense, but you don't know how to like sprawl or any kind of defense for that. Yeah.
Hip hop drunkies. I'm gonna turn it on right now. You know that song?
Nah, I never heard of that.
Drunkies. What's it?
To alcoholics, yeah.
Hip hop drunkies. Where's ODB's? Oh, here it is. Okay. Thank you, Crystal.
CJ, Roberto Duran's probably the best grappler the sport of boxing has ever seen. FYI. It's just that now, in the modern era where we don't let fighters work in the clinch or fight on the inside anymore because they have to be like fighting off the back foot, Tom and Jerry style, we never see that. So fighters never develop the skill of infighting or fighting on the inside or fighting in the clinches. So that's kind of just I think grappling and boxing has kind of gone by the wayside as the sport has developed in the last 50 years.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on a second. Grab it for me for a second, TJ. Grab the reins. I just gotta answer this text if you don't mind.
Sure.
You will never see two fighters fighting shoulder to shoulder with each other's forehead to forehead like you would see Roberto Duran fighting Sugar Ray Leonard. That'll never happen again, because as soon as that happens, the referees will push them apart, because we can't have actual boxing. We can't have actual fighting. They have to be running in order for it to be boxing.
Come on, you're putting too much sauce on it now. Okay, you said past 50 years, and this isn't a current example, but Holyfield and Bo, I was good in fighting, definitely.
They weren't holding each other; they were just fighting.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
that's not infighting. They're fighting on the inside, but that's not infighting.
Infighting meaning in the clinch, like I got.
Yeah, like in the clinch, like they're trading blows in the clinch. It is what you would think of like Rock'em Sock'em Robot style, but it's different when you're catching blows and slipping blows as you're throwing them. That's a very different thing than Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
That's what I thought won Hagler the fight against Leonard. By the way, the in the clinch fighting, and really it wasn't Hagler clinching. It was her and Leonard would clinch.
Leonard clinching and him fighting out of it. Yeah. Shit, what was I gonna say? It'll come back to me. I had another example.
And I will say, I know exactly what fight you're talking about, and if I recall correctly, that was the first Bo Holyfield fight. But if you remember the second Bo Holyfield fight, the way Holyfield was able to win that fight is because he had Manny Stewart in his camp, and he took him the boxing lesson, and he was fighting, jumping in and out, doing that. So
yeah, that's moving. We were talking about moving the other day, the past couple of days. That's moving, not running. I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, who's pound for pound the physically strongest boxer you think ever?
You said pound for pound. I was going to say Foreman, but let me think about pound for pound.
They say Crawford. I don't know if I could,
Hey, again, wrestlers, it's like using your whole body, so you develop strength, especially if you do it like, coming up as a kid and teenager, like I did. You develop like, I don't know, these like micro muscles in between that you didn't even know that you had. It's not just biceps and triceps, but all the small connecting tissues. So I believe that about Crawford.
I'd say Foreman, because his forearms were like the size of his forearms were like thicker than Marco's neck. Like, are you kidding me? The dude was fucking humongous. He's just a thick bitch.
You're saying I have a thin neck or a thick neck? I can't tell, but okay.
You ain't got a Tyson neck, but who does?
Nah, not really. Nah, not really.
Yeah, I was just watching him and fucking Frazier yesterday. Foreman and Frazier, watching that back, and then the one he had after that, Norton. And Norton. It was crazy, yeah. The strength. So that's why it's on my top of my mind.
Have I met who? Marcel. Who's he talking about?
Yo, Johnny, I'm going to pull back up on your panel that talks in Spanish. I'll be more prepared next time.
You were speaking Spanish? I think Johnny left us.
Yeah, him and Coach Bermudez were clowning my Spanish, but it's all good.
Johnny doesn't speak Spanish that well, does he?
No, I would say he's like a 7 out of 10, and I'm like a 5 out of 10. So him shitting on my Spanish is out of pocket, especially me not being a native speaker. He doesn't have any excuse. I just take classes
not to throw shade at Johnny, but I heard Johnny trying to talk Spanish in that Subriel Matias interview with TBV. A 7 out of 10 that's ultra generous. I gotta say,
I was trying to
super generous.
Spanish. Johnny don't speak no Spanish. What do you call those? Is there a term for that? The Puerto Ricans don't speak Spanish? There has to be a term for it.
I don't know if Puerto Ricans have a term for it, but I know Mexicans, we call them no sabo kids.
Damn.
No sabo what?
No sabo kids. So like kids, they were awkward when they were younger because they can't speak Spanish and the whole family speaks Spanish.
Shit.
Okay.
Damn, Johnny. Why don't you learn Spanish? I will say, most of the Boricuas I grew up with did speak Spanish. They were fluent with it too. Yeah, all of them.
Well, I don't know shit about Puerto Ricans, but from my observation, yeah, that's the case.
Yeah, no,
Well,
all the Ricans I grew up with. Matter of fact, every Spanish-speaking, like I knew El Salvadorans, I know a whole bunch. They all spoke the shit, even if their parents, like even if they were born in America, they spoke it. Because a lot of them
Right,
would go
because you
to Puerto
speak it in the
Rico.
household. I assume it would
Yeah,
come naturally.
and you're in
From my
fucking New
homies,
York. You hear this shit everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You got no excuse, Johnny. I learned Bulgarian,
No
which
excuse.
is the most abstract fucking language in the world. There's no excuse for you not to learn fucking Spanish. That's it, guys. We got to what's the word? What's the word when you don't fuck? I forget it. It would have been funny if I could think of the word, but no sabo. A gringo. No, gringo is me. Yo soy un gringo. El gringo? How would I say it? Yo soy el gringo.
Yo, Johnny, you bullshit and read that real quick.
I speak fluent Spanish, but I won't lie. I can't do an interview in Spanish. So that means you don't speak fluent
That means you're not fluent, homie. You can't have it both ways. You're trying to slice the pie both ways. Nope. Either you're fluent or you're not.
He goes, I've knocked out 5 people, but I've never had an actual fight. It's like, wait, what?
Right.
Johnny, the Fat Joe of Spanish speaking. Does Fat Joe speak Spanish?
No, she's saying, well, I think he does, but she's saying Johnny is capping because Fat Joe
Not
drops
good
a
at
lot of
Spanish?
lies. He
Does
drops a
Joe
lot of
lie a lot?
lies. Yeah, man.
I see him on interviews and like he seems like he's liked my videos, and I don't want to shit on a possible like relationship with him, but like he's very self-absorbed, like bad.
Sure. Yeah, I get that. I get that impression as well.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's hilarious. Yo, Johnny, does wifey speak Spanish? I'm assuming she's Hispanic. I think she's Puerto Rican too, right?
Yeah, you should be practicing with her on the daily. I don't understand it.
She's probably fluent with it.
Yeah.
That's funny. And it's easy because it's to read. Like I learned how to read Bulgarian poorly, but I did. Like English, Spanish is the same alphabet. We have a different
Right.
alphabet.
Yeah. You were showing us the other day. That dude was from Germany, and you were reading it. Yeah.
Well, he had a Russian word for some reason. I don't know why. No one speaks fluent anything. Fluent means you speak, read, and write a language. What do you mean nobody? Mo, don't you speak, read, and write Spanish?
I can speak, read, and write Spanish. Yes. In
Oh,
fact, but like I said, my weakest is speaking it. I can
Oh,
read
he's
and write it far
saying-
better.
He's saying that the word speak doesn't mean it's fluent because fluent means read,
Yeah.
write, and speak.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair
Well,
enough.
what are we splitting hairs here for? Come on.
No, I used to have to write essays in Spanish. I wish I never would have. I mean, again, that was 24 years ago, but I had the shit on lock. I'm going to bring it back.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm surprised you never learned Spanish, Johnny. It's all over the fucking Bushwick, right? Come on. Mad Spanish speaking in Brooklyn, in Bushwick. I can speak Spanglish extremely fluent. Spanglish is just kind of like what I do with my mother, right? You some words English, some words Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, or you'll take we'll do something. We'll take the American word and just accentize it.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like say it with like a slight accent and or
Uh-huh.
slight but we'll say it in English. I don't know. I'd have to give you an example, but I can't because you don't speak Bulgarian. But I get it. So wait, why'd you learn Spanish, Mo? I'm not Mo. CJ.
Oh shit! I mean, elective. I live in California, so that was the most prominent second language there was. And I was thinking about ahead to the job market, like being bilingual will be an asset. They look for that. So Spanish.
Of course, it's coming for Johnny's neck.
Oh,
Al Pacino speaks more Spanish.
Maricon, motherfucker.
You, what do you say? Because you a punk maricon motherfucker. I know Spanish. Don't listen to those haters on the panel. I don't know, Johnny.
No, I'm sure Johnny can like understand it fluently. It's just speaking it. Because the thing with Spanish, I'm sure it's with every language, but with Spanish, if you don't speak it a lot, you'll lose it quickly. You know, like if you're not around people that you practice with.
That's
you
so
know,
Bulgarian.
It's hard.
When I hear Bulgarian now, I understand everything. But sometimes when I'm speaking, it takes me a second to remember some words. But the second somebody says it, I know what it is. So I can have a conversation back, no problem. That's why I think Johnny's on some bullshit. Because the second you hear it, that reminds you what the word is, and you can use it if you're fluent.
That's what I was trying to tell Johnny and Coach Bermuda is yo entiendo, pero
right.
That's about where it is.
Right. So like I might struggle if I haven't been like when I don't speak it for a long time, I might struggle to off the top come up with some words here or there. But if I'm in a conversation, the person's sparking all my memory from what they're saying, and I'm good to go.
Gotcha.
I understand
Who was that?
all of it.
Oval? We got Oval on the panel. What's up, man?
He's muted. You're muted, homeboy. I muted you because when you first came in because there was background noise. So if you want to talk, just unmute. I understand all of it. I can also write and read it. Speaking it with another Spanish-speaking person, I revert to Spanglish. I don't know, Johnny.
That's not fluent. I gave you a 7. I try to,
Yeah, you know what, Johnny? Come on. You and Mo and fucking CJ, you guys spit game, and we're going to see. But Mo, hit him with some hard shit. Give him some SAT words, Mo. Don't let him get away with está bien, sí. Yo soy Johnny. No, let's go hard with it. That just sounded gay, but you know what I meant.
You always sound gay.
Thank you.
That's the first thing he says.
I know, you always sound gay. Johnny has to be able to understand his Bad Bunny records.
Oh, wow.
Where did she come up with this shit? I thought Al Pacino was Hispanic for the first half of my life because of Scarface. Yeah.
What?
Him in Carlito's Way. You'll see how un-Hispanic he really fucking comes off.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think he was Cuban or Puerto Rican.
The Cuban was okay, but the shit in Carlito's Way, right, Oval? I thought it was awful. Awful.
I like the movie, but I mean, it's not like I don't think he's that great of an actor. He plays Al Pacino every role. He's Al Pacino.
I agree with you.
To me, I mean, it's him.
No, I agree with you completely. I agree with you. I don't think he's a great actor either. I think Robert De Niro's a little overrated. This is gonna piss everybody off, but I think Denzel Washington is kind of goofy.
Oh shit!
I know. People off. I do.
Now that's some white people stuff.
Maybe, but it's just
okay. I'm gonna hear your argument. I'm gonna hear you out. Go ahead.
Let me rephrase. When he tries to come off like a tough guy, I think it's goofy. Other than a serious actor, he's very good. But as a tough guy,
you didn't like him in Training Day?
I did, but it was it doesn't. I don't know, man. It doesn't strike me as he's not somebody. Some people you see him be like, yo, this guy's scaring me. He didn't. It just nah. Even in what's the one with fucking Ray Allen, the basketball.
He got game.
Yeah, even then he's trying to play like a dude straight out of the prison. Doesn't grab me. His thug roles don't grab me. But.
Okay, it's not convincing to you.
No, good actor though overall.
Well,
did you see Gladiator 2?
Nah.
It's worth a watch. It's nothing compared to the first one, but it's worth a watch. I'm interested to see how you feel about his performance in that one.
We don't know. Oh, there's Johnny. My bad. I didn't see you down there, Johnny. My bad. ¿Cómo estás, Johnny? ¿Está bien?
Let's go.
Muy bien. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo soy guapo gringo.
Tú no eres guapo.
¡Ah! ¡Chíngate!
No eres guapo. Y dame hablar a todos estos haters.
See, you couldn't even say haters in the Spanish.
Right? Yeah, that's a Spanglish.
Mira, yo hablo mucho español, pero cuando no puedo hacer una entrevista en español, porque es muy difícil para yo hacerlo, porque tengo que oír, tengo que traducir. So again, it's choppy. You see what I'm trying to tell you? I understand it. I can speak it casually, like in passing, but with another Spanish person, I get tongue-tied, man, and it's crazy.
Yeah, full-on deep conversation where it's dynamic and you don't know what's coming next. I feel you. I
guess somebody said, "Damn, that's bad." I thought it was all right. So if I'm speaking,
yo, David, he's Mexican, so he speaks Spanish.
If I'm speaking to my mother-in-law, I'm speaking to somebody, whatever that I know is different. It's crazy because I guess it's no pressure, but when you're behind a camera doing an interview and you're trying to get the right question off to me, it's pressure.
I get it, homie. Hey, did you ever get a translator? Not saying it's me. It's not going to be me, but did anyone ever step up to do that?
No, remember we did the competition. That was hilarious. That was the competition.
Oh shit, I missed it. Fuck, I'm surprised. Okay.
Hugo from LA, who he's Mexican, so he has that thick Mexican accent. He did the best, but I'm still trying to see if Alberto's any good because Alberto says he's really good, but he hasn't jumped on the panel for an official tryout. I got to see. I got to try people out because y'all know I'm legit.
Wait, what is this trial for?
For a translator. So when I have a Spanish speaking fighter, trainer, or whatever, I want to be able to get a good translator.
What about Mo?
Mo's never stepped to the plate to say, hey, you know.
Mo would be nice. Mo, what's up? You don't want to be a translator?
I can sign.
No, I don't think I'd be good just because I'm not good with timing wise because I'm working all the time and it's like I don't want to have to jump off, you know what I mean? When in the middle of an interview or something, leave Johnny high and dry.
Yeah, it would have to be a time.
I can translate using sign language for you.
Thank you.
I can do that myself, but and then you also got to be able to translate for them, right?
Right.
So, which I can do that myself. I just need somebody to realistically translate my questions to them. That's the whole thing.
So you understand all of it when you hear it?
I understand all of it. Yeah, no, I understand all of it. I can read it for the most part pretty decently. Writing it pretty good. I mean, I had Spanish in school. We spoke it casually, like not really growing up, unless we went to my grandmother's house.
Do you what was I gonna say? Oh, do you have trouble understanding like Mexican Spanish? Like, you know, because I know Mexicans speak different kind of.
Yeah, Mexican, Dominicans. You know, it's a
Because
little.
I think like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans speak the fastest, right?
Yeah, say that again. Who?
They speak the fastest. Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish, they're like a lot faster.
I think Dominican Spanish to me is faster.
Damn those Dominicans.
But yeah, no, exactly. There's no way. There's no way I could carry on a conversation with someone that speaks that fast. I mean,
and are Mexicans like almost like the British of Spanish? Like they're the most proper Spanish, or no?
No, that's a good question.
It depends, and you have to realize Mexico are regions. Everybody is different in Mexico. Every Mexican is not like Mexican. They have a more of a blood feud than we have in America.
Oval, what ethnicity are you? Because you're looking mad miscellaneous. I don't know what you are. You could be black. You could be middle, like Indian even. I don't know. What's your ethnicity?
I'm a man of mystery.
The way you asked that was super funny.
Nah, because like I've always been like, what? I'm like, what the, you know, because I'm from New York, so like I love figuring out because there's so many mixes where I grew up. I love figuring out what people are. Like you look mixed to me.
I agree. I agree with that.
What's the mix? You don't want to tell us?
No, I said I'm in the mix. No, I'm
right.
American.
All right.
I like Spanish women. I like Dominican women. Albanian women.
So you're from out east. You must be out east with that.
I'm in North Carolina.
Okay. Well, yeah. Eastern Seaboard. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, Johnny, I wanted to ask you real quick. You don't practice it with your wife? Y'all don't speak it around the house?
Because she speaks English too, so she speaks better. I would say a little bit better than me, or maybe a lot better than me. But she doesn't speak it either. We speak English. But she said for my birthday she wanted to give me Rosetta Stone.
There you go. That's what I'm on.
So it's a problem in the household.
And I told her not to because she wants me to practice. She says it. Why don't we practice? And I'm like, you know, we will, but we don't.
Does you have a daughter?
You should,
right?
man.
Oh no, my daughter doesn't speak Spanish, and she blames me for it.
Is her mama Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my wife now. So that was for my first marriage, but she blames us for it. She was like, "I blame you guys. You guys never, spoke Spanish."
Yeah, that's real.
And I haven't taught my kids Bulgarian.
But to learn on her own. When is she going to stop using that excuse?
That's true. That's true. But the most malleable part of the kids' brains are that from birth to like 4 or 5 years old. That's when they really. That's when I learned it when I was a little kid. So it's harder, but they could do it now, of course.
I fell into that same trap. We did. My parents, when I was young, they didn't speak Spanish in the house. Like I said, only when we went to our grandparents' house, which was
Yeah, for me, going to Bulgaria every summer is what did it. Like I was just there, so I had no choice. So I learned quick.
It's
when
funny.
I was really young.
I could speak what would I classify like hangout Spanish, right? So if I see somebody at the fights, right? Hey, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está la cosa? ¿Y qué? ¿Tú sabes esto? So that's more like a, I don't know, like a chill Spanish. But when it comes to proper, like for example, Keenan was like, I use some big words in the interview. Person translating got to have some vocabulary. I don't know about big words, but yeah, you got to be able to articulate my questions. Like, so during the tryout, I was like, okay, so the other person on the panel is the fighter, right? I asked this fighter, what inspired you to become a fighter? What age did you start fighting? And who were your fighter inspirations? Blah, blah, blah. There's no way I'd be able to say that in Spanish. So the person has to say that to him, get the answer, and then say it in English.
Yep.
And it's just too hard for me. It's way too hard. And to Mo's point, man, that interview that we did with Subriel Matias on the Boxing Voice that night, that shit was brutal.
Johnny was sweating.
I ain't even gonna lie, that shit was brutal, man. Because you're on the spotlight, and like I said, I get tongue tied. So I think I asked the question, I started the question in Spanish, and I ended it in English.
Did he get it though?
I think he did get it. I don't remember. I didn't even go back and look at that interview. It was so horrible.
He was like, "Fuck it, yeah, throw that one in the trash. I got it. Just move on."
Hey, Marco.
The worst critic.
What's up?
Yeah, man.
I'm Black and Maltese.
Black and Maltese. I don't know what Maltese is. From Malta, like the Italian island?
It's not an Italian island.
It's off of Italy, I meant, or off of Greece.
It's more closer to Sicily. It's above North Africa. It's in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Okay. Half?
Huh?
You're half down the middle?
Yeah.
Do you speak what do they call it? Maltese?
It's called Maltese. No.
No. Okay.
Right. The young man was saying, I call you a young man. I'm sorry for calling you a young man, but
me?
Yeah.
You guys are the same age.
I take that as a compliment, man. How old are you, man?
He's 51.
62.
No, you're not. Stop lying. He's 51.
Oh, no.
How old are you?
51.
He's your age, man.
When my grandfather came over here and met my grandmother, he didn't allow his friends to speak Maltese around his children because he wanted them to grow up American. So they only knew few words, but no, I don't speak the language. But he came over here in like 1927 with a big immigrant boom to the country.
Okay. That's dope.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
That's cool.
Well, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, good job. But what about Laos, where y'all talk about the strongest boxers? Nobody mentioned Laos.
Ronnie Lau?
Ron Lau?
Ernie Shavers.
Yeah.
We're talking about in the
Now we're
clinch
talking
specifically,
about-
like in the clinch, like the grappling aspect.
Right.
You feel me?
This is power punching. Like strength. Like
strength?
Yeah, but how do you even measure that?
I'm assuming that this came up because of Bud, right? Because people.
Yeah, I believe it did. Yeah.
No, we were talking about martial arts in general. Me being a wrestler, and then we kind of navigated that way. But Bud did come up.
Okay, so you started that. Okay, I get it. All right.
Yeah.
What about Hagler? I thought Hagler was pretty.
But how do we measure? How do
Yeah,
we
it's just subjective. You have to ask their opponent. So how is this dude in the clinch? You
Or
really
just-
can't, because you can't see that yet.
Because doesn't punching power usually go hand in hand with dudes who look physically strong? Usually, not always. Or
Oh,
no?
punching power. Yes. I thought you were going to
I mean,
equate it to
Tito
the grappling. I was
Trinidad
gonna say
didn't look
no.
that strong to me in terms of, but he hit super hard.
Yeah, you don't have to be muscular to be.
No,
That's a
no
different kind of
muscles.
strength. It's quick twitch muscles, for striking, and then like the real deep man strength for fucking grappling.
I'll say recently I read an interview with Roberto Duran where he said after he fought Hagler, he said that he was not the strongest or the biggest puncher that he had faced at that point, but that he was the smartest of them. So, and that's a lightweight. So if a lightweight is saying, he doesn't feel that the power and strength like that, I think it says a lot.
Okay.
Oh no, it's kind of hard to measure if you ask me. It's just subjective, like you said.
Oh, man.
It depends on what we think. What we classify as strength.
Right, and it's like
I guess you would have to look at it like over the span of a whole fight. Like, is he wearing him down? If they're clinching, is he like coming out of the clinch is like apprehensive? Is he wearing him down, getting him tired like that?
A dude that is like a brick wall, right? Where they're always going forward. They're pushing somebody off easy. Like that to me, from being a fighter, that's what strength is to me in the ring.
Yeah.
Separate from punching power. Like there's certain guys where like I bump into them, like Jesus, okay. Or if I try and push them off, and it's just like.
I got you. Would you apply that to Duarte?
He looks pretty strong. Yeah, he's the one who was always going forward and not being backed up. Canelo looks like that too, didn't he?
Most of the time, yeah.
If you're gonna classify it as that, then I would say for me, George Foreman.
That was the first name I mentioned.
Yeah, I just let's okay, but he was like the biggest heavyweight at the time, right? Strongest. So it was almost like it's a size thing, right? Because back then nobody was really bigger than him.
Well, even in the 90s, homie.
Yeah, he was fat in the 90s, but still nobody was 250 back then, 260, whatever he was.
I don't remember anybody muscling Bo, tossing him around, and he was also one of the biggest heavyweights of that era.
Yeah, that was size
ones, right? 6'5". I'm trying to think who else.
He was definitely 250 in the Holyfield rematch. He was a big bitch.
Stay away from guys who were just bigger than everybody, because that's the law.
Yeah, when you said pound for pound, it threw me off. It's a harder question.
That's why, because it's like
it's hard to throw them out of the equation because of their size. I mean,
yeah.
But if okay, so then to reevaluate, damn.
See, it's hard to say because, like I said earlier, we don't really see guys get to use their strength like that in that way, like in the clinches or in the grapple or anything like that, because the sport doesn't really allow that to happen anymore.
Because like even Hagler, like he would keep coming forward, but he would. I mean, no, would he get knocked back? Not really.
Forward, I've never really get deterred.
Deterred, right? But that doesn't mean that. Yeah,
so to me, that's a bully. So a bully. The way I'm looking at it, kind of transforms into a guy that's strong, strength-wise. It's going to come forward and maybe
that makes sense. Like that mindset and that skill set.
In the Hagler Hearns fight, Hearns was definitely pushing Hagler around at times.
Oh,
I think that's part of what wore him down.
I meant to say Sugar Ray and Hagler, but Hearns was really.
Yeah.
He was trying to create space, but it wasn't. He kept coming right back in. You know what I mean? It was just.
Yeah.
There's some people.
Yeah, that's true, Johnny.
Push it, like literally is pushing this dude around because he's just bigger, but that was just one of like trying to keep him off him, and it wasn't working.
Yeah, and Hearns was trying to protect his hand too, since his hand he couldn't fight how he wanted to fight.
That's what they say. Yeah,
right. But
broke his hand off Hagler's melon. Is that? I mean, I don't know if that's ever been confirmed. Because
that's a wild story, though. I like it. I'm gonna run with it.
Nowadays, they'll post the fracture, the actual X-ray on the internet.
Is that why you're bald, Marco? So you want motherfuckers to break their hand on your skull?
That's very insensitive and rude.
But very true, probably, right? CJ?
Oh, Johnny.
Right.
Yeah, because I heard all those comments he was saying about me while I was at the Chiefs.
Oh yeah. The battle of the hairlines.
I'm just jealous, Johnny. I'm just jealous.
Hold on, but that's no battle.
Nah, Marco looks like RoboCop.
Hey, what do we say? Pound for pound, number one. We can't forget that. You know who just popped in my mind? See what you guys think about it. James Toney.
Strong,
though.
Okay.
See, there you go. He's not the.
He was fighting inside, but it wasn't really clinching. It was like I don't know.
All right. So
come on, yeah.
You would say yeah.
Yeah,
strength.
With two, right? That's what I'm saying. Because I don't know, he was like a bully, even though it was inside. It was like, like,
at the lighter weights, okay, not at heavyweight.
Man, it's making me think.
Tyson for sure.
Tyson was strong.
I mean, again, he wasn't really clinching like that.
Sonny Liston,
probably because of his stature, but I don't know.
Dudes that pushed a lot of big dudes back.
Sonny Liston, but
that's true. That's true.
Sonny was one of the biggest guys.
That's good.
What about Pacquiao and De La Hoya for their size and weight? They were strong. They used to bully people.
This is a tough one because we have no barometer. Like we don't have any criteria. Like what?
Right.
Who just looked like? Who kept coming forward and looked like an immovable force?
That
Duran,
Tyson. That hasn't popped up, but there's one guy. And
Duran jumped up from lightweight to welterweight and was
Mo was
bullying
going hard
guys.
for Duran.
Hey, but it's true. I mean, what you're saying was literally his style for like the
He
first
was
half of
an
his
immovable
career.
force.
Yeah, he would just come straight at you and just keep pushing and keep bulldozing and plow through you. That's literally
At
his exact
135, I
strategy.
feel you. At 135.
And at 147, he did it to Ray Leonard.
Joe Frazier, maybe.
What about Tommy Morrison?
Who?
Tommy Morrison?
Yeah.
Duke.
He was strong. I mean, he was also sipping Capri Suns like water, but he was strong.
And he
Ray
moved.
Mercer. There we go. Ray
Marshall.
Mercer to me is an
Yeah,
example of that.
I would say.
Super strong.
This is not a bad one.
He had the toughest chin too.
And he was in an instance where he was fighting guys way bigger. Lennox was way taller, heavier, and all that, and he's still, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ray Mercer might be a good one. Ken Norton.
I'm trying to find somebody like in the welterweights.
Better Biev. Okay, that's a good one, David. Better Biev does seem like, yeah, he does seems like he's made of cast iron. When he gets hit, when he comes forward, like nothing's moving.
Better Biev?
Yeah.
David
That's a great one. That's a great
Terminator
shout.
shit.
Every now and then you come up with a good one, David. I hear
Oh, Chavez.
Yo, Johnny, I had to switch up the screen name. Do you approve? Do I get a thumbs up or thumbs down for my screen name today?
Raw or not.
You know what that comes from, Johnny? These dirty, nasty bastards who be raw dogging it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay.
So,
like I was telling Marco, I don't know if she really cares about me. She don't trust me if she's asking me to use protection. So that's where I'm at with it.
And you're referring to your future ex-wife, like always?
There you go.
There you go.
how come we've never seen this woman? You want to keep her out of the public eye?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. As far as I've been trolled already, just based on me, no, I'm not going to do that.
Trolled by one person though. It's not like it's a problem. It's just that one guy.
No. On here, I go to other channels as well. It's been
There's other people who do that shit.
Yeah, man. Boxing is like, I don't know, especially no hate to my people, but on the black side of boxing YouTube, yeah, it gets vicious.
Yeah. Well, I hope you've done it here. I hope you've done that across the board. Being less reactionary will make you not be people just move on to somebody else. You know what I mean?
In general, yeah, I think
it's not your fault that they start, but you could control. But I get it.
How I respond.
You're a fighter at
I
heart.
can't control how I respond, so I feel it.
But you're a fighter at heart. A lot of us
Right.
are, and when we're dealing with computer screens, it's not like we're gonna fight any of these fucking people. You just don't want to.
That's the frustrating part. Yeah, that's the frustrating
You just
thing.
don't want to give them their little adrenaline boost or whatever it is that they get from annoying you.
Right.
Look at all the shit all the shit that I get. I mean, not really here, but like on my comments. Actually, for the most part, I don't get that much hate. For the most part, but there's a bunch of shit where it's like, grain of salt.
And the human brain is wired to focus on the negative more than the positive. So I can give you props all day, but you're going to remember somebody dissing you a lot more.
That's true. I actually tend to. Is mommy on the phone? I also tend to not focus on the negative as much though. Like I really.
Yeah, but you got to make a concerted effort to do that. Like naturally, you would probably tip that way. But yeah, I feel you mean. We all mature and grow up. Hey, maybe you're different, but I think for most people that's the case.
For me, it's about how much. If the most of the shit I'm seeing is negative, not only will I focus on it, but I'll start to question, like, well, maybe I am. Like, I take in criticism, when the majority, this is what we always talk about, just like with scoring fights. The majority of people think Hagler won. The motherfucker, you got to start actually considering it, even if you don't think he won. You're like, well, most, I'm not talking about a sample of 3 or 4 people, but if thousands or whatever. So yeah, I take in shit that I believe that I hear a lot. You know what I mean?
I got you. So no, I haven't shown her on here. Maybe if we're still together in 2 years, we haven't divorced yet. I would, but you have heard her in the background, I think a couple times.
Yeah, I heard her for sure. Holyfield. I got to be honest. I don't think it was that strong.
Holy. Another alleged Capri Sun sipper, but pound for pound, because he was small. He was like him and Tyson were the small heavyweights at the time, so maybe.
Fanny pack. There's probably some Capri Suns in there.
Well, yeah, when I think of Holyfield, I always thought of his like stamina not his strength. I don't think that was really in his wheelhouse. That's why
I
he
don't know, to
fucking
go
had to
toe
bulk
to toe
up.
with Bo like that, go toe to toe with Bo, outweighed him by a significant amount. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but
I gotta
he
consider.
lost when he tried to fight him like that, though.
Sure,
When he
but
tried
it
to
was
use his
hella
strength.
competitive. It was still like he still held his
that's true.
own. I don't know.
That's true.
Those are great fights, man. Those are great fights.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, Tua. Damn, David Garcia's making up for his. He was saying some wild shit earlier.
You gotta call. You gotta call him Butter because he's on a roll.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mantequilla.
Look at that one. Biggest.
Ness love for Dev. Yeah, he does love Dev. I never understood. Like,
Y'all think he's on the payroll? Be real right now. Be real.
Ness?
It's only
Nah.
homies. Okay.
Nah. Oh, Johnny's smiling like he knows something. What you know?
I don't know nothing.
Oh,
Man.
Johnny's smiling like he knows something.
Yeah, not me.
Okay.
Sabes.
From all I know, Ness is neutral. That's what he says.
Sabes.
Neutrally biased.
Hey, shout out the Norman spot, bro. Shout out to the Norman spot. Weeknights
right
at
back
9
at you.
p.m. Eastern.
I'll tell you, Johnny. At least
Wow.
I don't get down with the Berlanga shit you got going on, but Norman, at least you picked one who's fucking vicious.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with liking him. That dude can fight.
And
it's exciting.
Yeah. Yo, the coach on coach violence the other night was hilarious.
Oh yeah, well, listen, he wanted to come back and for a second round, but it was late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning almost. And Senior had already jumped off. But if they want to go for a round 2 tonight, they can go for it.
Hey Marco, real quick, peep game. Since you say I always say peep game real quick. Yeah, you see how Johnny chopped that up into its own segment? You should be doing that shit, man. You got to invest just a little more time or hire somebody and they can take your best segments and chop them up.
Okay. Speaking of this comment, it would have been funny if when Ness was saying that shit, you could see Johnny disappear off camera and then come into Ness's camera and fucking lay him out and then just
oh no.
He just timber boosh. And then the screen just goes and then live ends. That'd be so funny. That'd been hilarious.
Yeah.
We're looking at your hands there, Oval.
That was fun.
So Johnny, do you do that yourself? And how long does it take to cut out a segment?
Man, all that shit is time consuming. I'm hoping to find somebody to be able to, and it's still, I haven't, I got shorts that I can cut up and throw out and all this other, there's a lot of good clips that I could cut out. It's just time consuming going through it. I don't have it. Other people have people that can do that for them. I don't. I haven't done that. I haven't.
Yeah, and it's a catch-22 because you got to get to the level where you can afford.
To answer your question, CJ, yeah, right now I'm a one-man show.
You got to get to the level where you can afford help, but to get to that level, you have to have more views, and it takes these videos being made to get the more views. It's like a catch-22.
Like if I didn't have
the day job, holler at me, Johnny. I could do that.
You heard? If I didn't have the day job, I'd be able to knock that out because that'd be my job.
Right.
Yeah, shows, editing, shorts, clips, all that. You know how much shit that I got that I can put out there? I mean, it's crazy. Now, the good thing is I'm streaming now on millions.co. So they cut up shorts for me. But they only cut up
I heard that.
4 or 5 shorts a show. So,
but you go in 7 hours. That's not enough.
I'm trying to tell you. Plus, I would have to give them timestamps and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not writing that stuff down as I'm going. So they keep up some good stuff. They also cut up some stuff when you guys are on the panel. But, it's time consuming. Marco will tell you this whole thing is time consuming. It's literally a second job.
Yeah.
Literally a second job, man. But yeah, I had to do that because that piece, I think I was 27 minutes of them going back and forth, would have got lost in 5.5 hours.
Right.
Yes.
That was a 5.5 hour show. So I'm like, nah, I can't do that. So let me cut it out. Let me give them their own, their own video and get views on that. But more to come. I'm starting to get a little bit more acclimated with the shorts and all that. So I'm gonna be throwing out more stuff.
That's what's up.
Dope. All right, yeah, that's dope. It's most of my time is spent on doing my videos, not really the live stuff. That's a lot of work too. So
Yeah, live is
Right, you're getting the footage, you're writing out the scripts, all the similes and shit, and you're doing takes. I would imagine.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's it's a lot. It's a lot, but it is what it is. That's what we're here to do, right?
Exactly. Yep.
What we're here to do.
Maybe got to put that work in.
Yeah, man. Bill, I think Bill contributes to his channel. To whose channel? Johnny's? Oh,
Talking
Danny.
about Ness. Got to be talking about Ness.
Danny is packing Bill's bags as we speak.
Packing Bill's.
He does work for him. He kind of admitted he does.
Who?
Danny.
Oh, but Danny's like a personal, I don't know, like a personal assistant or whatever. Like he reached out, he reaches out, like he reached out to me to get to see if I knew a fighter to get Dev sparring. Or before the Ramirez fight, not this one. And I sent him a fighter from Florida.
Okay.
They ended up flying him out there, and
he's not like he just does a whole bunch of miscellaneous.
Yeah, exactly. I believe he does shit like that. Like I do believe that he is actively getting recruiting some sparring partners for this camp. But he ain't reached out to me for this one.
Ring walk, sets up sparring. Is that all he does? He probably does other shit too.
Sparring, yeah, he sets up sparring. He probably does some other stuff.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff here and there, but I thought Canelo made a good choice with Blast, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna step away for a second, but keep it going, guys.
He definitely made a good choice with Blast, because one of the things that we talk about with Blast is we call him the Matrix. He does a lot of different things. He can switch from orthodox to southpaw, like Crawford.
Right.
Moves. He can fight on the inside. He has a long reach. So I think that was a good choice. He's young. He has a lot of energy. He's tall. He's about 6 feet, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
But he's very, very quiet. In fact, like I interviewed him live at the facility, and we're cool. But trying to get him to come on the live show is like pulling teeth, because he's not really like that. You know what I mean?
Not an outgoing dude. Not that type of personality.
He's a good guy. He's just not one of those that really like to be on the camera, and you know what I mean?
Hey, he's gonna need to change that if he wants to reach the top level. But no, I feel you. He's a young kid.
I said the same thing. You're gonna have to, because you have a certain skill set that fans will gravitate towards once they start seeing you win more. We're talking about Blast, the dude. Okay. Once they see more and more you're gonna get more and more fans. You got to get yourself out there. They got to get to know you too, not just the person in the ring.
Yeah, just the style is exciting and dynamic. You want to see that reflected in the personality as well. I feel you.
Great young man. He's not a gangbanger. He's not a gangbanger. Mark Ferrer. Mark Ferrer is like these dudes, like their father. Like he's militant in there. You got to see. It's very militant in there. Like he'll yell at them. Like it's weird. It's a boxing gym. It is what it is.
I like that approach though. Yeah, especially with a young fighter,
Yeah, like I've seen him yell at guys like Najee and those guys, but because they're young, like they want to be on their phone, rather than doing that drill type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not saying that specifically. I'm just giving you a broad example. But
no, I got you.
Good choice. I think that was a good choice. But you're never going to find anybody that's going to 100% mimic Crawford.
No.
But I tell you, with his style, it's a good choice.
That's a cool name too, Blast.
It's closest as you're gonna get, in my opinion. Yeah,
that's
Blast.
a dope nickname. And I'm glad I learned about it. I never heard of him, so now I learned about a new fighter, and he looks exciting too.
Right now, he's been fighting in pro boxing. You got to see when they do these Florida cards, man. Florida, he's like all his family's out here.
Trying to get a job, man. I'll move out to Florida. I'll be chilling with you, Johnny. If they hire me.
I'll be at the facility tomorrow because there's 3 new fighters that Mark got that I want to either interview or get some footage on. So I'll be there tomorrow.
What did Mark say about the bullshit conspiracy of the reps?
I didn't ask him, but I'll ask him tomorrow.
I might have to start watching Pro Box, David. I might have to. I mean, look, every now and then I do watch it. I'm not what's the word? Banning it or picketing against it.
Boycotting. Yeah.
There we go. Boycotting. Yeah, I'm not boycotting it, but
just know that they put fights together against guys that like to fight. So you're gonna get entertaining fights. Like this main event, I can't even pronounce one of the guys' name on the main event next Friday the 15th. They're coming back home, by the way, to Plant City, so I'll be there. That's gonna be a fight based on styles. Then you got the Valle brothers. You know, we've interviewed them on the channel. You probably know CJ and Mo. Dominic, older brother Marcus is really good. There's a younger one that they say is better than all of them. He's making his pro debut.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope.
It's great matchmaking, Marco. You really got to peep, man. Like at least every other card. Come on.
Hey man, I remember Tuesday night fights. You guys remember that? The old farts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right. And I mean, I'm in one of the old farts, but those were fights that no names, but we were gravitated to those because the matchmaking was so good. They would even have rematches, two no name guys, because the first brawl was so exciting. We couldn't wait to see it again.
Exactly, man. It's the same type of deal. It's the new Tuesday night fights. I would say Pro Box and OTX are the new Tuesday night fights.
Marco's weird because I heard him say earlier, instead of what would you say? Instead of supporting the fighters, we gotta support the sport.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Well, but you don't watch Pro Box.
Right.
What kind of shit is that?
That's a contradiction, homie.
Well, okay. I was more referring to people who, that was my way of saying stop just loving one fighter and being biased. That's what I really meant by saying that.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
But no, you're right. You're right. I can't get myself to be excited about something that I don't find exciting. Like when I watch some of these fights, I'm just like, not all of them.
You just got to give it one try. Just sit through a whole card, and it'll motivate you to come back.
Guys, I have watched Pro Box before. I've watched all this shit before. I'm not refusing to do it. I've watched it, and that's why I'm like, But there are that Elijah Pierce fight was fucking mad exciting.
Yeah, fucking Roach right before he fought Tank was on Pro Box. So I mean, we got good fighters there.
Yeah. Another kid is fighting Friday too, Elijah Flores.
Okay.
Elijah Flores.
It's exciting.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, he'll be there tomorrow. We'll get him on the show, man. We'll get him on the show. We got to introduce him to people.
Elijah Flores. It sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
What is he? Afro Latino? That's a black first name and a Latino last name.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. But we got nothing this weekend, do we?
This week is light, which is good because it's been pretty heavy the last. Few weeks.
But it's like, what do we got besides September 13th coming up?
Spend some time with the White.
Again, we just got White and Atama. I know you're not head over heels about this shit, but it'll be interesting.
I'm excited to see that.
Right? That's not this week though.
No, it's not this week. But in between now and September 13th is what I was saying.
No, I'm excited to see that fight. Actually, I think Tuama's it's gonna be a public execution. But
we got two back-to-back cards, the 22nd and the 23rd in Orlando. Most valuable promotions. Two back-to-back cards, and one of them has Yoenis Telez will be on Saturday. You got Jermaine Ortiz against Steve Claggett. Two common opponents and two common TO opponents. That's on Saturday. Who the hell else fights on that card Saturday? Shit, there's another fighter I'm missing out. But the Friday card is an most valuable prospect card. Those are always really good.
Nice
young guys. I think Corey Marksman out of Florida, undefeated lightweight. He's like 12-13-0. He fights on that card. I'm not sure if he's the main event. So we got boxing, man. We got boxing. It's not big names. Name record like we had in July. July was off the hook, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, Turkey got us all, for a lack of a better term, cock teased us.
Who cock?
I knew you were gonna say something, Tootie. I knew it was coming.
And now,
can you do one show without gay shit? Do it, Fruity.
The pause machine.
Okay, I'm sorry, Johnny.
I didn't even want to say that word.
Hey, Johnny. You're Johnny.
Oh man.
Like he got us all like,
flaky stuff. Let's say flaky. Let's just say flaky stuff.
You worse than the slurp guy.
You could have said riled up. You could have said anything. Yeah, you got us.
Well, hey, listen, man.
Let's say accustomed. He got us accustomed, and now, it creates for a bigger. We're getting bigger withdrawals now, right?
You said boxing blue balls.
Right.
Since we're on that page.
boxing blue balls.
I've said that before. I did a whole video about boxing blue
Well,
balls.
oh, dude remembered it, didn't he? He had that one in the clip, boxing blue balls.
Yeah, I've said that one before. I forgot what I did. I did a video and I used that. I forgot for what though. For I don't remember. But yeah, no, but he got us accustomed. It's like he fed us the uncut 100% Colombian yayo.
Hell no.
Right?
Okay, even that's a better analogy. You got you hooked. Get that free sample, and the fiends are going to come back.
100% uncut Colombian yayo, and
Yeah,
now
raw.
he took it away, and we're fucking fiending. Now we're
Okay, I
fiending,
got you.
right?
That's real.
Turkey popping cherries out here.
Well, that is a simile you use. The pop like a cherry on prom night.
I do use that.
My homie was laughing his head off at that.
It's true. A lot of cherries got popped on prom night. I would assume. I was popping those shits in middle school, but that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying, Jenny?
He said, you know what I'm saying?
Better be getting a stay busy fight in November.
Maybe fighting Najee Lopez, man. My guy.
Is that? Oh, that's not official though.
It's not official. That's a question that I got tomorrow. How close is it? I'll be talking to his trainer.
Johnny, that's crazy, man. I think Najee is not ready for a guy like that.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the same thing when I first heard about it. But hey, you gotta applaud the young buck, man, who wants to step up and get that smoke, man.
I like the spirit. Yeah. Maybe not the best career move, but I'm not going to tell people not to fight a motherfucker. That's, you know.
Isn't there a better opponent? No, not better.
He can move too. I mean, so, you know.
Isn't there a more clamored for somebody we'd rather see him fight than Lopez?
Better be.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd rather see him fight David than.
David, yeah.
There you go. What's stopping that?
That's a good question. Not sure.
His Excellency doesn't want it, maybe?
But, you know, it's very, very impressive to see a young guy saying, well, if he don't want it, I'll take it. You know, let's see what I can bring to the table. So we'll see.
Yeah, if we're doing matchmaking, I think better be of David and Yard Najee Lopez would be way better.
Najee Lopez, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Yard fight I'm not crazy about, but who else is there for him? Like, I want to see him win some belts, man.
Who, Najee?
Nah, Benavidez.
Oh, he has a strap already.
That's
yeah, he got the email. Yeah, he got the email.
Right.
It's in his inbox.
He got the email. Yo, Johnny, I want to ask you this. Do you
What do you say?
Just stop talking. Go ahead, CJ.
CJ?
I want to ask you this.
Bueller? What do you want to ask me?
He has, I think his dog.
Oh, I'm trying to get the dog under control. Hold on.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, so
Yeah,
you
dog start wilding out.
wants to ask me something. Which one?
No, he wanted to ask Mo, I thought.
Mo, but Mo said he has a strap, right?
He said it's in his
Yeah, he got elevated.
There you go.
Okay, I'm back. Hold on. Benavidez, is he in your top 10? Like, he's high on Marcos, I think 4 or 5. Is he in your top 10 pound for pound, Benavidez?
Not as high as Marco, but yeah, I like him in the top 10.
Okay, that's what's
How
up.
could he not be in the top 10?
I like him in the top 10. Probably like 9 or 10.
Because of the elevation. I feel you on his performances, based on his performances. I have him there too, full disclosure. But you could have an argument against it because he got the emails.
And it's annoying because if he would have fought Canelo a couple years ago when he should have, and he would have beat him, which I think he would have, would have been arguably number 1 pound for pound.
It's almost like the email thing is so common nowadays that it's like, I kind of dismiss it, right? Because it's so common now.
What is?
The email, that getting elevated to
For someone to get, I mean,
all the time.
Okay. I'm going to say it like this. It's not the fighter's fault. It's the sanctioning bodies, obviously. So I can't hold it against the fighter, but it does undermine its credibility to say, okay, Rolly, 2-time champion. Yeah, but how did he get it? You feel me? 2-division champion.
Which is
CJ, I disagree entirely, CJ, because
Okay.
Benavidez didn't have to fight for that title. Xander had to fight for that title. So that's a big difference right there.
True.
Well, I mean, I'm saying it's not the fighter's fault. It's not like he said, "Hey, elevate me," and demanded it. You know.
No,
But no, I want to see it. My bottom line is I want to see it in the ring, but I'm also not gonna. It's not a negative or a positive. You feel me? It's just it is what it is. It's how boxing works nowadays.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's the better way is obviously to win the title, not to get it handed over to you. But how many of you guys are going to say no when it does get handed to them, right? Because that's where obviously the bigger fights, or hopefully, in most of their cases, come in. It's the sanctioning bodies. That's one of the questions I wanted to ask the WBO president if I had him on. Like, what's going on with why all these belts?
What do you mean? You ask him why all the belts in general, or why the WBO has?
Oh, come on, champ. He's not going to be able to give you an honest answer because we know it's about the fees, the sanctioning fees. That's it. We all know that.
I mean, you got the WBO Intercontinental, the WBO Silver.
Oh yeah, I mean,
the WBO
and that's
Captain Crunch belt.
Now, did you say Catholic Church? Is that what you said?
Captain Crunch.
Oh, I thought you said Catholic Church belt. But who started? Because you guys know I don't follow this, and I don't follow it on purpose. Who started the Reggie and the fucking and who started all those different variation of belts?
As far as I
want
know,
to say
it's
the WBA, but I could be wrong.
No, as far as I know, as far as I can remember, I remember in the 90s is when I started seeing like WBC Americas, WBC International, and now they're in the 2000s when they got way out of hand with it.
Well, the Americas, that's always been there, but what made these new ones, the super, because now people consider those real champions. They didn't before.
Oh, you mean the super and the regular? Because whoever has the super, the reason why they happen is because a champion gets quote unquote hurt, or they're in the middle of contract negotiations or something like that, and the sanctioning body doesn't want to let that guy. They don't want to let that cash cow go, but obviously they want to keep the division going. So they create a regular belt versus a super belt.
We could have just kept the interim. Like that's the farthest you should take it.
I mean, it's the same thing. I don't think there should be interims or anything like that.
No, one champion, but whatever. I mean, it is for the money. Like it's clearly for the money, clearly. But whatever.
It is what it is. But and I know what he's going to say because I kind of asked him that already. I just didn't get to elaborate on it because it wasn't on my platform. It was on the Boxing Boys. But these belts are all made for, you can't penalize fighters in the division. And again, I'm not saying this word for word, but he's basically saying you can't penalize other fighters for wanting to get a title in a division when you got regular champions that are fighting once a year. They're not defending their belt enough. So from what I took out of it, you're making more of these other belts so that other people can get an opportunity at titles. That's what I took out of it. Do I agree with it? No. Just make the fucking champions fight more.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally trying to make us think we're watching a team sport.
Like, don't allow them to hold the belts hostage.
Yeah, man. They're
champions in place, more or less. But and that's why I wanted to elaborate because I think he took my question as interim champion. No, I'm talking about all these other ones that we just talked about.
They're trying to make us think it's normal to be like we're a team sport, and we're not. It's like you give each player on the whatever the Lakers a ring. Okay, this is a one. You're right. Fight more.
Just more. Just make them either they fight or you give them 60 days, and if not, boom, bye, belt back, and then the next two guys in line fight for it. Fuck the interim.
Fight for it, not get elevated. Yo, Johnny, we got to see those tag team belts, man. Marco's saying it's a team sport. Yeah, I want to see the tag team belts. You start getting fucked up, you go to the corner, you tag the other boxer, and he comes in and whoops his ass.
Even I watched wrestling back in the days, not no more. When I was young, like they had the regular WWF, the Intercontinental, and then the tag team. That was it.
Exactly.
Now, I, from what I heard in wrestling, they got about 55 different belts too.
That's true. I mean, they even had the women's tag team, the Raw, the SmackDown, all type of shit.
They had the women's title. They had too. I don't remember about tag team women.
Shit is crazy.
But,
is crazy, out of hand. It's getting out of hand. I mean, it's already out of hand. So hopefully the Ring Magazine belt, that's my goal. That's my dream. That be the one that everybody cares about. The rest of these motherfuckers go fuck themselves. Probably not going to happen, but
yeah.
That'd be dope.
Oh yeah, Johnny, I never got your thoughts on the league that Marco proposed, or that they're trying to do. I mean, not Marco proposing it, but
Well,
it seems
yeah.
like they're moving in that direction. How do
They
you feel
are,
about it?
but, you know,
You talking about TKO?
Yeah, if they're going to make it a league.
Would you be opposed to that? Would you stand behind it?
I'd be curious. I'm willing to give it a chance,
okay.
But I can't say if I'm with it or without it until seeing it. I got to be honest. What they're trying to do is make this an unstructured sport structured. So
Which is good, right? In theory, that's good.
Good. I just think that the way they want to do it may not turn out the way we want it.
That's possible. That's possible. And they, for all we know, they might not even want to make a league. They might just want to be promoters. I don't know. It seems like where he bought the Ring Magazine, where all the plays he's making, it seems like it's going in that direction. But we don't know.
Agree.
Yeah. So I don't know if that answers your question, CJ.
To a degree. But we got real deep into it the other night. We were talking about Marco brought up having several judges, like a lot of judges. You feel me? I said one from each state to eliminate bias, but you feel me? Because you can't buy off. It'd be much harder to corrupt a lot of people than one person, you know?
Yeah, you guys got really into it. That I wasn't watching that show. I would like to see that, and maybe we can have some conversation on one of mine around this one day.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I don't know. It's we got it. We got to see. We got to see, because there's a lot of it that's gonna go into place that I don't know if a lot of people in boxing are gonna buy into. The people that matter. I don't know. We got to see.
We're talking about a draft, all type of shit. But yeah, we'll try to have a chop on your channel later.
Shit, yeah, you guys really went deep into
Yeah,
it. That'd be cool to bring up one day.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. And I did Johnny like numbers here. I was on for a while. Johnny like hours.
Wait, damn, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Well, look at you.
Yeah, I've been.
You need to do another 3 to catch.
For real.
Probably.
He's getting there.
I'll be on tonight, though. I'll be on tonight. We'll do it tonight.
All
right, man.
Thanks for coming in, though, Johnny and everybody else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so some of you guys on tonight, man. I'll be on tonight.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, maybe I'll jump on too, depending when you're on.
Okay. I'll see y'all there.
Peace.
One.
All right.